What's up, air hockey fans? This is Nathan Buss, and I am live streaming from North Carolina for a mystery match happening right now. This is going to be an exciting one. I just 1 second ago got told who's playing. I actually didn't even know myself who was playing this game. This is going to be a fantastic match. I'm very much looking forward to this one. One of your favorite people is going to be playing on this match. You haven't seen him in quite a while. It's the only hint I'm going to give you. We got Just a Cool Hockey Player saying first. Ivy saying, hiya, AHL. What's up, Ivy? Koki saying second. Actually, Koki, you got third there, man. Yeah. All right. Yep, we are live right now. These guys are wondering if I'm live right this second, but we are live right this second. Charlo's saying, wow, you guys, this is starting in 1 second here. He's going to announce who is playing right now. This is at the Super Rad Retro Lounge. This is in Raleigh, North Carolina. I am remoting in for this game, but this is live right now. Jessica in the chat saying, yo, yo, yo. Koki saying, is this Nathan? This is Nathan Buss. If my voice is sounding terrible, it's because I did a live stream last night and commentated while playing. It was really fun. We got Ferrum saying, sup from H-Town. Guys, let's go over the shots real quick. We got the right wall under. I always get asked this question of like, what shot is what, right? Here's the right wall under. The right wall over is this shot, not this one here. It's going to be this shot to right here. The left wall shots are going to be from here to this side. It's the left wall under. This is the left wall over. And then finally the straights. This is the one that kills me the most, is this shot right here. If you want to beat me, it's a straight to the left side of the goal. This is called the cross. This is called the cut. All right. Game is starting up right now. Here we go. I'm going to show the names in 1 second. As soon as he announces it, Koki saying your voice is fried. It's true. I need some water. Here we go. It's also very early my time. In North Carolina, it's like 11 o'clock, almost noon. These guys are getting really pumped right now. That's Brian Cuseta walking by the camera right there. He's a Chicago guy. These guys are all getting pumped. I don't think they realize that they just leave the camera completely blank for moments like this. And so now it's a little bit awkward for all of us. But here we go. They're going to be starting up in 1 second. They're announcing who is playing. That is Mr. Joey Liss walking by the camera there. Do you guys remember him at all? All right, chat. Let me know how you're feeling today. Who do you think is going to win this match? Who do you think is even playing? I want to see in the chat right now, who do you think is playing in today's match? We got Koki saying, let's go, can't wait. Let's see your knowledge of non-Idaho players. That's Steven Aldrin right there. He's the guy that helped me set up the camera today remotely. Okay, so just a cool hockey player saying Chance. Nope, Chance is an Idaho player. There's Steven Aldrin. Yeah. Saying Chance is an Idaho guy, so he's not there. Koki saying, I do not remember any players in this. They're getting so pumped up. I wish they got pumped up in front of the camera here. North Carolina, they're awesome. They let us stream their games, but they consistently forget that there's a camera pointed there somewhere. Really funny. Here we go. Aldrin is usually in the chat here a lot, says Jessica in the chat. She's correct. Jiggle saying, who is your champion? We will find out. I think right now Colin Cummings is the standalone champion. Only been defeated a few times. He is amazing. All right, here we go. Let's get ready, guys. Don't forget to double tap that screen. If we blast the chat right now, then I think we're going to get blessed with lots of views. If we don't, then it won't. YouTube's kind of fickle, right? If you do good stuff at the very start of the stream, then it goes well. If you don't, it doesn't go well. So would you guys mind double tapping the screen? Give it a like. Share with your friends real quick. That's Joey Liss. He's the #1 in North Carolina there. And he's giving a hug to Los there. This is going to be a good one. Okay, do you guys see that guy with the beard? That guy right there, that is Steve Olson. He's the owner of the Super Rad Retro Lounge. So this is going to be a really awesome match. Okay, and there's Squiddy. Here we go. It's so fun because I get to see all of these guys right now. It's fun to see all these guys. All right, guys, today's stream is brought to you by Jameson. Amazing stuff. I believe that they're going to be serving that in the Super Rad Retro Lounge. They probably have a drink made up and everything. So Jameson's today. Jameson, thank you so much for sponsoring this live stream. We got Koki saying, is the guy with the Flatliners mohawk a player? He is a player. He also is the one who created this arcade. Like, this arcade was just like an empty room, and then he built all this stuff in there. Oh, we got Riff setting up on the table as well. We got Eagle Eye Killer saying, "Is that Chuck Little?" I don't know. Charlotte Bean saying, "Wow, wow, wow, we got a sponsor and all." They actually sponsor the North Carolina guys. I just want to help air hockey grow. So the American Air Hockey League doesn't see any part of that. But the fact that there's a sponsor is amazing. So Jameson, you are amazing. If you're hearing this, Jameson, I'm not paid. You help them. Jameson, you are amazing. Thank you so much for the sponsorship. There's Brian Cuseta. Brian Cuseta is a master level player. He has consistently ended in the top 10 in the world. He's that tall guy there. He also has, and he's going to mention this a lot, and you're going to see it a lot. He has lost like 15% feeling in his right hand. So what he does is he straps it's sort of like a, what do they call it? When you're playing like Nintendo, they got the Wii, right? There's the not the lanyard, but the leashes that you attach to your wrist. What is that called? And he attaches that to his wrist from the mallet, so that way if he lets go of the mallet, it doesn't hit somebody. But they made a special rule for that for certain players like him, where they basically said if you let go of the mallet, it's normally a penalty. If he lets go of the mallet, as long as it's still attached to a leash, the puck is still in play, which is a really good thing, and it's a really bad thing. That means if Q on the left, if he lets go of his mallet and it's fumbling around the table still attached to him, that means the other player can still score a goal on him, and it's legal. So we got Deadspec saying, "Nathan, we can't hear the audio. It's muted." You can't hear what audio? Oh, great. What audio can't you hear? Check, 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 check. I hear it. I hear it right now. Oh, you don't hear their audio. Why isn't their audio coming through from the Discord? Let me find out why I can't get the Discord audio. I'm going to get that going right now for you guys. I didn't know you guys couldn't hear them play. This is what happens. Spec does not come in early to help. He comes in late and criticizes. That's the kind of guy he is. What a guy. What a guy. All right, let me get another. Let's see. Can I do that? How do I do that? Desktop audio. I thought it would be coming through desktop audio. The fact it's not makes no sense to me. Here we go. We'll get the audio set up for you guys in 1 second. How about this? Default speakers. Device. Let's go. How about that? Is that better? Nope, that's not better. How about this one? I don't know if that's any better. I got to keep screwing around until I figure out which one it is. I appreciate you guys for the... I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this, by the way. This is going to be a really good game. I don't know if they even let you guys know who's playing, but I'm going to announce it right now. They announced it, but I don't know if they told you guys. Here we go. Are you ready for who's playing today? We have, right now, it is going to be Seth Garrett versus Brian Cuseta. Seth Garrett is the commentator that you guys have all known to love and enjoy, along with Caleb. It's been Seth Garrett and Caleb Bus for the last few years on our stream. Seth Garrett hasn't been playing air hockey in a bit because he's got another surprise for you, but he's coming out right now to see if he can take on a master level player. We don't have any desk on this computer, Spec. If you recall that, we also don't have the other stuff. So, but I'll do it. I'll do it. Here we go. I'm going to see if I can get this going. It's, by the way, guys, it's actually Spec's birthday right now. So, I just want to say happy birthday to Spec. Guys, give Spec a happy birthday in the chat right now. Okay, Spec, I have the address. I need to send that to you. I'm going to send it to you right now over chat. All right, we're going to get this fixed so you guys can hear them right now. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We have a master level player, Brian Cuseta, and he's going up against North Carolina, one of North Carolina's finest, Seth Garrett. Seth Garrett has actually flown out to Idaho and has played with us. He whooped my butt. It was bad. I beat him in like 2 games, and he beat me in the other 8 games. So Seth Garrett is quite an amazing player. I really appreciate him. Here we go. We got Ray Nugent on the right-hand side. He is dressing up. I guess they're going to a Viking festival. You guys remember Ray. He's played in some games. All right. Let's see. Accept. There we go. All right. I think that we're all set now. Spec's going to be setting up the audio real quick here. I like that he's doing the same stuff that I was doing there for a second. All right. The players are warming up right this second. Q on the right-hand side warming up. We got Koki in the chat saying, OMG, happy birthday, Spec. We got Charlotte Bean saying, what? Happy birthday, man. Ivy saying, happy birthday, Spec. Matthew Lemoyne in the chat. He's a Chicago player. I love that guy. I've always said it. He's one of my favorite air hockey players because of how, like, awesome and kind he is. Saying, happy birthday, Spec. We got the #1 AHL fan saying, happy birthday, Spec. Ivy saying, Spec should get sandbags for his presents. Or some bacon. All right. We got Los. He is helping Q warm up right now. Joey is getting ready. That means that Brian Cuzeta flew out from Chicago to play this one. This was a surprise even for me. I wasn't even told of who was playing this. Said, hey, can you just stream a surprise game here? Okay, I think we got the audio now. Let me go ahead and listen in. Do we have the audio? I think we're good now. Do I have it? I think we have it. I think we're good. I might have to turn them up a little bit. But let's see. I can handle that part of it. I think. Maybe. All right, there we go. Here we go, guys. This is going to be such a good one. Okay, let me get a poll going. For those of you that know these players, Brian Cuzeta and Seth Garrett actually played once in the North Carolina State Tournament. And Seth Garrett barely beat Brian by 1 point. It was crazy intense. It was crazy intense. All right. In the chat, we got Ivy saying, yeah, especially the same as Koki saying audio check in, check. Ivy saying audio's good. Will saying, yo, this is a mystery match, is a banger. Seth Garrett versus Q. We all call Brian Cuzeta Q, by the way. He's amazing. If ever I tell you guys that we're working on a new set of rules for the American Air Hockey League, that is because of Q. He's a master of the rule book. He's also a really great player. He also is the reason why the Chicago, they call it the Chicago State Tournament, why that was such a success. He was a huge backer behind that. Game is still warming up right now. I'm going to get the poll going for you. Here we go. Start a poll. Here we go. Who's going to win this, you guys? Is it going to be Seth Garrett? Or is it going to be Brian Cuzeta? Or Q as we call him. Let me know your thoughts. Brian is a master level player. And Seth Garrett has beaten him before, but Seth Garrett has never finished in Masters as far as I'm aware. So this is going to be a killer game. Here's what's difficult. Everybody asks me who I think is going to win. I honestly think, oh man, or who do I want to win? I guess I have to go with Seth because he was a commentator, has commentated for us for years. But Brian's also a good friend of mine, so this one's really tough for me to vote on. All right, let's go ahead and switch the sides here because it looks like Brian's probably going to be on the left side. We got Seth in red. I'm going to make sure that their names follow them, so the names are going to stay above them. We got Charlotte Bean saying the wrist snap already looks different. Yeah, dude, Seth is a crazy good player. I met him at Worlds, and we went toe-to-toe. He barely beat me. Since then, we became like arch rivals. And then he's like, you know what? I'm going to help your guys' channel out. I'll be one of your commentators. And then we just sort of became best friends. Then he came out to Boise, and we got to hang out. We went to the bars together. We walked the streets together. We commentate together. He's just such a great guy. That's still getting warmed up right now. Charlotte's good leftover saying, is this a tournament? It's not a tournament. This is going to be a challenge match between only 2 players. We have a master level player, Brian Cuzeta, who's not on camera right this second, and Seth Garrett, who's warming up right now on the right-hand side. So if Seth Garrett wins this match, I believe he will take Brian Cuzeta's, not just, yeah, he's going to take Brian Cuzeta's world rank. Smooth operator saying Brian low-key smoking Seth. That could happen. That could very well happen. Alrighty. We got not Lily. That's what she goes by, walking by the camera there. Happy birthday to Spec. Spec, you're amazing. Thanks for remoting in and fixing the audio for me. You're a beast, bro. Go take some time off. Enjoy your birthday. Alrighty, here we go. Seth Garrett still warming up. Guys, this is a live stream from North Carolina. I will do my best to guide you through all the shots that happen. I will guide you through. Hey, there's Stephen Aldrin. I love it. I am not there in person for this one. I am remoting in to do live commentary. I'm very excited about this. I will say, after our tournament, or not tournament, our Overthrow the Pro yesterday, I've done 5 Overthrow the Pros this week. You guys in the chat, some of you guys are like, oh, I could easily beat these guys. So I went out on a little tour and visited, I did 5 different locations, or 3 locations, 5 different streams, and played for over, I don't know, 7 hours of air hockey. I believe it was around 200 air hockey games. Nobody had to pay for those games, but the establishments paid for them, but the players didn't have to play. And if they won against me, they'd get $100. And not a single person was able to beat me. One kid got kind of close. It was a little cheap shot, but one kid got close. Besides that, there was a day where nobody got 3 points. Every single person got 2 points, except one kid who like threw his mallet at the puck, which is kind of illegal. But nobody got more than 2 points that day. Right? So if you're watching, you're like, oh man, I could easily roast these guys. Man, we have given you 2 years of opportunity. We've gone out to places for 2 years to let you beat the pros, and it has never happened. So all I'm saying is it's a little bit harder to beat the pros than it looks. Alrighty. This game is going to be starting off in 1 second here. Seth warming up. Each player is allowed a few minute warm up, and then they go into the game. Alright, here we go. Seth is working on, oh, look at that snappy right wall over. That is good. From the backside of his mallet. Watch the back of his mallet on the shot. He's not hitting it at like the 12 o'clock spot on his mallet. He's hitting it from the back of his mallet. Here we go. Brian Q8 is going to be coming up to the table right now. There's Matt Casey. He's the one who won the tournament when we last streamed a North Carolina game. He won the tournament for them. It looks like he's going to be the ref of this game. Let's see. Let's go over the different shots here. Or am I allowed to steal the mouse back from Spec? Spec, can I steal the mouse? Are we good? Or do you still need to do stuff? All right. I'll take it like I can steal it, Mike. Guys, take a look. Let's pretend that guy on the left-hand side is shooting the puck. If he shoots a shot that goes this way, and it goes into this side of the goal, not this underside, but this side right here, that's called a right wall under. If he hits it instead of this side, that's called a right wall over. That over is really important. That's the shot that got me so many wins yesterday. If it's a left wall, this is called a left wall under. This would be the left wall over. Okay, the under's this side, the over's that side. While these guys are all jumping in front of the camera, here's the cross, and this is the cut. That's important. If it doesn't hit a rail, if it goes straight in, if it's on this side of the goal, that's a cross. This side of the goal, that's going to be a cut. There's my buddy Seth Garrett getting ready for his game. Brian Q8, an amazing player. I got to play him in Chicago. I beat him in a few games. He took me out in the full match, but I was able to take on a master level player and take him to a few games. I was very excited about that. Smooth operator saying, if the puck pops up and flies off the table, is that a point for somebody? No, that's not a point, but there is a penalty, and the opponent gets possession of the puck. So if Seth loses that possession, or if it flies off the table, that means that Brian Q8 gets the puck to be able to serve. Vi in the chat saying, good morning, Nathan. Your voice sounds a little tired. Long tour. You are awesome, Nathan. Yeah, it was a long tour yesterday. It's weird to defend $100 while playing like random people and to play for hours on end, but it's another thing to commentate the game while playing. I almost feel bad for the people I was playing against because it looked from their perspective like it was just so easy that it didn't even matter. I was just, yeah, we're good. He keeps giving me a thumbs up. We're good to go, bud. What? He wants me to take it. Yeah, sounds good. It sounds good. I gotta send him a message and let him know. It's good. All right, I guess they didn't realize we were streaming. I don't know, but I let them know now, so we're good to go. We've been streaming for a while now. So I don't know. Hey guys, we're going to be able to show you the bracket live as it happens. I'm going to be able to come up here and show you this. So here is the bracket. This is going to be how it's starting out. Looks like they tested it out. So the game has not started yet. This data that you're seeing right here is not accurate yet, but this is going to be accurate in a second when the game starts up. This is in North Carolina at the Super Rad Retro Lounge. Here's the thing. If you're in North Carolina and you're watching this live right now, If you go there, you get to be live on YouTube, and you guys get to watch master level players here. All right, here we go. Game's about to start up. Game number 1. Here we go. All right, we got Moody in the chat. Oh, we got Moody Blue saying, "Hola to y'all." Hey, Moody. Vi saying, "Happy birthday, Spec. Hope all your wishes come true." I love it. It's Spec's birthday. We all know him. We all love him. What's that? My wife's saying stuff in the background. What was that? Yeah, it's his birthday. He can cry if he wants to, is what Jessica said. All right. It's about to start off here. Here we go. A little bit of delay there. Oh, there we go. Seth has first possession. Oh, and immediately scores a goal. It's now 1-0. He's going for the shot. Q has it. Q with a cut. No good. Q has the possession now. Goes for that diamond drift. Right wall under. Keeps possession. I love this battle. Oh, right wall from Q. It's now 1-1. Seth Garrett has the puck. Goes for that diamond drift. Here's the thing. Brian just stole it back. That's a huge letdown for Seth. Seth is hoping to either score a goal or get the puck back. Brian now with a right wall. No good. But he did steal the puck. And a right wall. It's now 2-1. Jiggle Jiggle saying, "Who's your champion?" He's talking about Moody there. I don't know who's going to win this one. Oh, look at that left wall under from Seth Garrett. That was this shot right here. Snappy shot. Very well played. And Brian immediately serves a goal back. 3-2. Seth has it. Seth goes for an edge of the line shot there and gets a cut. This is a fast game, folks. 3-3 already. Q has it. Q goes for the cut. In the poll right now, over 60% of you are saying that Brian is going to win this. If you haven't taken part in the poll, do it. Usually we get over 1,000 votes before the match is over. Brian has it, goes for the drift. Right wall, no good. Seth steals it. Seth sets it up, goes for that cut. Gets it back again. Goes for that drift, goes for the cross. Loses possession to Brian again. That means Brian had this. And oh, it's got stolen again. This one just keeps changing hands back and forth. This is like interceptions in football here. Seth Garrett brings it to the edge of the line. Goes for that Danny under. No good. Goes for that cut. It's blocked. He gets it back again. Goes for the cross. Gets it back again. Brian hoping to steal this puck. It's off the table. Goes to Brian. Brian has it now. Goes to that right wall. Will Upchurch saying great left wall by Seth. In my opinion, that's his best weapon. Oh, Seth loses possession there. He's not happy about that one. And Q scores a goal. It's now 4-3. Oh, Seth with the snappy left wall under. It was good. It's now 4-all. Amber in the chat saying, "Go Seth." Mr. Guy saying, "Yo, what's good?" You're good, my friend. Thank you for chatting in. Oh, Seth on the line. No, Brian gets it back. Keeps possession of it and gets a very well-aimed cut. Did you see how perfect that cut was? That was perfect cut there. Wait, does it freeze up when I'm drawing on the screen? Oh, I hope not. And look at that cross from Seth. That was this shot right here. Perfectly aimed. It's 5-5. That's what makes these guys so deadly to play against. Their accuracy is unmatched. 61% saying Brian's going to win this right now. Vote right now in the poll who you think is going to win. Cut from Brian. It's no good. He gets it back. 5-5. Right wall under. This is what we call the point of criticality, folks. It's when it's 5-5. Because that... Oh, Q calls a timeout. I think that was smart. Nice little timeout there from Q. Looks like it freezes up for a second, but that's all right. We're still here. This is what happens when it's live, folks. Thanks for bearing with us. Cross from Brian. 5-5. The point of criticality. We call it that because whoever gets a 6th point... Oh, and then Q gets it. So now, not only does Seth have to get a point, but if he gets a point, Brian's going to have possession of the puck. So that point of criticality is so important. It's so critical, if you'd say. Seth, ooh, a sneaky shot, but Brian stole it back. Does Brian finish off game number 1? Brian has it again. Slow drift, right wall. Seth with the steal. Seth with the cross! A forehand cross! It's 6-6 now! Show me Who's going to win this? Guys, get the 6-7s ready in the chat. Get everything in the chat. I'll read off as many chats as I possibly can after this one here. Seth has possession, and he wins it. He takes the win. Oh, man, that was a fantastic comeback. He was down 6-5. He scores a goal. Then gets it back right wall over there. Beautiful shot. I liked it. 6-7. Okay, here come all your chats. And I can show the bracket for a second as well. Get your chats in there. Okay, here we go. In the chats, Amber was saying go Seth. Amber saying all gas, no brakes. Will up there saying the point of criticality. We got Chris in the chat saying 39% love an underdog. Vi saying 6-7. Damien saying yes. Charlotte Bean saying dang. There we go. 7. It's actually 7-6. We're going to update that score here right now. Actually, yeah, there we go. It's now updated. Seth in the win for the very first game. Guys, this is the best 4 out of 7 sets. It's going to be the best 4 out of 7 games for the first set, which means there's going to be a bit of air hockey that you're going to be watching right now. If you haven't subscribed, you should do so. All right, they go ahead and... oh, I need to do this. Here we go. So, you'll see at the very top of your screen... oh, I need to switch this to 4-7, don't I? Okay. I could do that right here. I hope that's gonna fix it. Let's see, is that gonna fix it? I don't know if that's going to fix it. I might need Spec to pop back in here and fix my scoreboard for me. Here we go. It's now 1-0. Tyler saying, Nathan, coming to Southern Ontario for Overthrow the Pros. Yes, please. Southern Ontario. Oh, man. If you find me a place with some air hockey tables that have, like, good playing dynamo tables, I would love to go out there. So, yes, I can't promise it'll be in the next few months, but I would love to go to Ontario. That would be a blast. Oh, Brian serves up a nice left wall. Seth Garrett hoping to get a tied-up game. He does. It's now tied 1-1. Brian, this is game number 2. Brian with the right wall under, no good. Brian has it again. Brian with a nice diamond drift. Fast right wall. It's an off goal. No good. Brian gets it back. Goes for the cut. It's no good. Cross from Seth Garrett. Diamond drift to a left wall. And a forehand. It's a double wall, but no good. Brian steals possession back almost immediately. Vi Rainsberg in the chat saying, all those rails on the table, that might save a few TVs. I know. They got the cage going. It's like a cage match. There's a cage. Oh, beautiful steal by Seth. Seth has it. It goes for a tap off the... oh, look at that stop by Brian Cuseda. Fantastic. Now, you guys saw him touch that. That was entirely okay. That was a legal play because it stopped its motion on the goal. So Brian was allowed to just hand it back to him. He didn't want to try to fish that out of his goal. He had 2 options there. Fish it out of his goal and maybe score on himself, or hand it to Seth. And he chose the right option there. 1-1. Brian has it back. Seth goes for the right wall under, no good. Seth goes for the cut, no good. Seth goes for the cross, no good. Gets it back again. And he fired. Oh, look at that snappy shot. You guys are used to seeing a lot of us players in Idaho. And so it's kind of a treat to see some master level players and this is a game in North Carolina, but Brian's from Chicago. And you see that wrist motion. He gets that goal. It's now 2-1. Let me click that real quick, Spec. Thank you. 2-1 now. Q has possession again. Right wall under. It's stolen. Seth has it. Cut. Goes for the cross. Seth goes for a rapid fire. Loses possession. And Brian punishes him now. 3-1. Seth goes for that forehand left wall under. Loses possession again. Last game was very close. This one here, not so close. It was 7-6 in game number 1. Brian is sort of punishing Seth now. Seth gets possession. Oh, Seth has it. Goes for that tap off the rail. Diamond drift. Slows it down. Right wall over from the back of the goal. Seth is trying everything. Trying to hang on right now for dear life. Can he get a few more points to tie it up? Goes for a snappy bank shot off of the rail. I like Seth's gameplay, but Brian is just wise to it. Seth, forehand over. No good. Charlotte Bean saying, what's on the line again? This is for world rank. Brian is a master level player. If Seth beats Brian Cuseda, he will have beaten a master and take the Masters role. I actually don't know Brian's world rank right now. I'm going to ask the chat to look that up for me real quick. He has been consistently in the top 10 for many years. I think he might be maybe at the top 12 because a lot of the North Carolina play. Oh, look at that forehand from Seth. It's now 3-3. Farum saying, let's go Q. Q does, in fact, go 4-3 now. And Brian, that one fumbles in. Brian double taps his goal and say, hey, I'm sorry about that one. Seth basically scored on himself, which is very rare at this level of play. Goes for a tricky right wall over. 3-5. Seth has come out of tighter spots. Can Seth do it? I sort of always root for the underdog. That's my rule, right? So always root for the underdog here. And Seth Garrett is the underdog. Ooh, flies off the table. So we had somebody in the chat asking, what happens? Brian was the one who hit it off the table offensively, which means Seth Garrett gets the puck. And that's a big deal. Imagine they're at 6-6 right now. Oh, Brian's almost stole it back. Oh, look at that. Beautiful capture and shot from Seth Garrett. Brian has it. Brian with a nice cut there. It's now 4-6. It's game point for Brian. Let me go ahead and change the score real quick for you. 4-6. Oh, and Brian gets it. That is game number 2. 4-7 there. Seth had it. Seth went for a forehand. And on the transition, Brian tapped it. Seth scored on himself. Brian, and I don't know if you saw it, he tapped on his goal with the mallet. In air hockey, that's like saying, hey, I'm sorry, that wasn't really supposed to happen. It wasn't supposed to end that way. It's now 1 game to 1 game. Here we go now. It is 1-1. It doesn't get any closer than this. The poll is still going. We have right now, let's see, who I think is going to win this one. Okay, I made my vote. It is right now, 58% of you are saying that Brian Cuzeta is going to win this one. And there's already been over 40 votes. If you haven't voted, vote right now. I'm going to go ahead and show the bracket real quick, Spec, if you don't mind. I'll just click on this just for 1 second. There you guys go. You can see they're going to input the second game in there right now. Maybe oh, there it is. 7-4 right now in game number 2. It's now 1 game to 1 game. Whoever wins best 4 of 7 games wins the first set. Whoever wins the best 4 out of 7 sets wins this entire match. It looks like they're coming back up to the table right now. They're about ready to play, but you can take a look. Total points, Brian's up 2 points total. Points per game average, 6.5 for Brian, 5.5 for Seth. We got a +2 for Brian overall for points. All right. Let me pop over to the broadcast. Here we go. Sorry, Spec. All right. Spec, on his birthday, is remoting in to help me out right now. Spec, you're a legend. Guys, if you haven't yet, in the chat, you should wish Spec a happy birthday. He is currently the #1. I tried to take it back before I came on this trip because I really wanted to brag about being #1. He did not let me take it. But I will say, Spec, I got so much practice with little children, I think I'm able to beat you now. They play very similar to how you play. Just kidding. 1-0. Brian in the lead already with first blood. Seth going for an onslaught of shots here. Immediately stolen by Brian. Brian has it. Brian with that slow release right wall over. Brian has it again. A 1, a 2, no good. Brian is going to lose that possession. It's going to go to Seth Garrett. In the chat, we got Swaldron saying, wow, this stream sure looks good, as thanks to him for setting up the camera. The #1 AHL fan saying, well, Brian is 16 and Seth is 20. Whose goal did that go in? Did it fly off the table? Yeah, it flew off the table. Okay. So this is number 16 versus number 20 in the world. I wonder if I can get that switch up here real quick. Will it show? We'll go Brian Q at number 16. He's number 16 in the world. Seth Garrett is number 20. That's how close this game is right now. That's how close this match is. Ooh. The knee on the line. And Brian with a point. It's now 2-0. That's Steve Olson with the Mohawk. He's the runner of this establishment. This is the Super Rad Retro Lounge in Raleigh, North Carolina. Guys, this is live right now in Raleigh, North Carolina. If you are anywhere nearby, you should show up to watch master level play right now. If you think you could easily beat these guys, challenge any of them there to a quick game. They will totally oblige. They will totally kick your butt, too. Just saying. 3-0. John B saying, I just voted. Thanks, John. Steve Olson forgetting that he is the one running this. He's the one who had them set up the cell phone, and he is the one in the way of the camera. Take a look at Steve's head here. I'm going to draw a nice little line here. Look at that head. Beautiful head from Steve Olson. Hey, somebody there, tell Steve to get out of the freaking way. 4-1 now. Brian, an onslaught of points. Chicago saying, let's freaking go, Q. Q. And a nice lead, although it's 2-1. Oh, I forgot to put that in. I forgot to put that in there. Is it 2-1? No, it's 1-1. He's just winning the second game massively right now. Seth Garrett gets it. They're yelling at Steve now to get out of the way. I love it. Now he realizes it. No, he gets more in the way. It's all right. Goal, 5-1. All right, guys, tell Steve to get out of the way. If you guys are there watching this live. Oh, look at that. Is that game? I think I missed a point there. That's game 7-1. Q with a cross. A demanding lead. Crushes Seth Garrett in that game. Q now up 2-1. Steve now remembering all of a sudden that this is live, that he's the one who asked us to stream this. I love it. All right. Guys, take a look at the bracket. They're going to be filling out right now. That is crazy. This one game here from Seth, that is a crushing blow. Is his ego going to be able to recover from this one? Look at this point spread near the bottom. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see this near the bottom. Can I pull that up? There you go. Look at this right here. A +8 to a -8 right now. Brian, the total point spread, we got 20 points right here to 12 right here. That's crazy. That game is devastating for Seth Garrett. Let's poke back over here. All right, they come back over. Let's, Brian now, 2-1. If you need me to hit 4 of 7 mode, I can do that for you, but if you need, I'll do that. All right, 1-0. Brian in the lead now. Already. Brian needs 2 more games to win the first set. Seth would need to win the next 3 games to win the set. All right, we got Steve saying, Steve and I'll just saying, Steve put the blue pointers tape down on the floor too. So Steve put tape on the floor to remind people not to stand there. And then Steve stands right there. Shallow saying he's probably like, why is this prime spot not taken? Shallow being, Jiggle Jiggle singing, are these your champions? I say so, yes. Oh, look at that nice play by Seth Garrett. He met him on the line. Ooh, and Brian fires right back. Drift from Seth Garrett. Cross. Seth Garrett is not taking the L this game. He's going to win this one, he says. 2-2. But Q crushing him with this nice, look at this nice cross that Q just fired. 2-3. Brian in the lead right now. He's explaining the shot of why it would go to Q. Oh, but the ref overrules it. It goes to Seth Garrett. Seth, they're talking about that play there. I didn't hit replay. I wish I did. They're right now fighting over who gets possession. I shouldn't say fighting. They're more just talking about who hit it offensively when it flew off the table. Whose puck does it belong to right now? I love it. We got Aldrin in the chat saying, if Seth has been practicing, it's been on the down low. I know he's played in a lot of Tuesday Super Red tournaments. Ooh, and right away, Brian with the point. Lately, that's about it. Seth has not been practicing. I know he's only gone to a few tournaments. He's been working on a secret project that he's told me about. So he has not been practicing, but Q has been practicing. We got Steve also saying Matt Casey and Q both are rule experts. Seth has it. Slow setup. Fires a right wall. No good. Gets it back again. Slow damage to a right wall under. Ooh, Brian gets possession. As soon as it hits that cage on the sides, it's considered out of play. Brian with the left wall under. No good. Cut. Brian with an onslaught of shots. Oh, Seth with a transition, then steals it. Goes for a right wall, no good. Goes for another transition. Brian gets possession this time. Brian with a right wall under, no good. Oh, with a right wall over. Seth gets it. It's now 3 points to 4. And nice cut from Brian Choudhary. It's now 5-3. Oh, Seth gets another one. 4-5. Spec, I know you're listening to this right now. The one thing that we don't have is we don't have the world or the state tournament flyer for North Carolina on this laptop. So I don't think we're going to be able to get that, but it's just worth noting. 5-5. Seth ties it up. The point of criticality. The last time we were at 5-5, Q got a point like he just did. And then Seth got it back and ended up winning it. 5-6. Does Q end this game here, or does Seth tie it up? Brian Choudhary calls a timeout. I like it. He's done that twice now when he's up a point. Each player is allowed a 10-second timeout. And they're back in. Q has it. Does he close this out? He almost loses possession. Goes for the cut. Seth almost steals another one. Seth, fast transition. Brian ends up with it. Brian with the right wall. Seth goes for another transition. Loses it again. Brian has it. Brian, onslaught. Q just trying to block 1-0, and Brian takes it for the win, 7-5. Watch this shot here. Brian sets it up and fires a beautiful cross. It was a late cut on the table. I like it. 7-5. Brian takes it. You can look at the top of your screen here, and you will see Brian has the lead, 3-1. Let's take a look at the bracket right now. We got this offset at the top of the screen. I don't know. Here, is it refresh versus? There we go. I learned. Here we go. Take a look at the bracket right now. They're going to be punching that in right this second, and we're going to see that update live. You can actually see Matt Casey doing that right here. Do you see these guys right here? Do you see what they're working on right there? They're working on the laptop right over here. And so as soon as they get that in, we're going to be able to see it. There it is. Brian has won 3 games at 7 points, 1 game at 6 points. Seth had a really hard one on game number 3, but then he made a bit of a comeback game number 4. Total point spread not looking good for Seth Garrett, 27 points to 17, but it's all about how many games have been won, and that's 3-1. Actually, I guess you guys can't really see that at the bottom of the screen. Here, let me scroll up for you. There you go. Now you can see the point spread. 27 points to 17. 3-1. A +10 to a -10 for Brian Choudhary versus Seth Garrett here. Let's pop back over. The next game is about to start. In the chat, we got the 97 Phoenix saying hi. We got the 97 Phoenix saying Q in North Carolina. That's right. This was a surprise game, even for me. I didn't even know who was playing until 10 minutes before the game started. The 97 Phoenix saying best of luck to both competitors. More air hockey. Swaldron saying Marco in the chat. We got the AW saying, well, this is a way to spend your college years. It's true. We got BG Magic saying, geez, Seth defense, man. Defense. I will say he is using some pretty good defense. He's a very good player. Looking to make it out there a little later, says the 97 Phoenix. Will Upchurch saying, yo, Nathan, what's up, Mr. Will Upchurch? He is a 2-time world champion, and he's in the chat from Ireland. Welcome, welcome. He's also the host of the Wild Arcade podcast. Here we go. Right off the bat, Brian has, oh, it's a redo. And a face-off. Ooh, Seth Garrett takes possession. Brian is already up 3-1. If Seth does not win this game, then Brian will get his first set under his belt. Whoever gets 4 sets wins the entire match. Guys, help me out here. Throw something in the chat for me to read. I want to read so much chat. I'll read as much chat as I possibly can. Oh, Seth wins that little transaction there. 1-0 now. I'll read off as much chat as I possibly can. Let's blow up the chat right now. Oh, Q fires back. It's now 1-0. And then again, it's now 2-1. Sorry, I said 2-0, but it's actually 2-1 now. Seth, this is a very fast game. I believe the score is 2-2. This is happening so quick. We got J3 saying, how do they do this? I love that you say that. A lot of people are like, oh, I can easily beat these guys. No, the guy on the left, Brian Cuzeta, he is a master level player. And Seth Garrett is right close to that. Seth Garrett is currently number 20 in the world against number 16 in the world. And they met up at the Super Red Retro Lounge, hosted by Jameson. That's right, Jameson is the sponsor of today's game. Brian, with the setup, fires across, no good. Brian sets it up again. It's tied up 3-3. Oh, he fumbles one in, 3-4 now. We got J3 saying genuinely crazy how accurate they are. That's the thing. We play a lot against amateur players. Yesterday, I played for 2 hours against amateur players and said, whoever beats me gets money. Not a single person was able to beat me because they really just don't have accuracy down yet. Everybody thinks they're really good at air hockey until they grab the mallet and start hitting the puck, and then they realize they're not very accurate. Oh, that sucks. That one fumbled off the back of Seth Garrett's mallet. His defense was solid. He stayed right where he was supposed to, and it fumbled in. Cut from Seth Garrett. Seth has it. He is in a deficit, 2 points right now. Not looking good for Seth. Then he loses possession. And Q scores 6-3 match or set point right now. Seth would need to get 4 points before Q can even get one. Q steals it. Is this the end of set number 1? Q with a demanding lead, fires in a right wall under. Watch a shot here. Slow setup, fires in a very tight right wall under. Seth was there to block it, just a split second late. We got Stephen Aldrin saying Seth also using a green mallet, aka Super Rad House mallet. That's true. If he's not using his own mallet, that's a huge bummer. We got Matt Casey. Let's take a look at the bracket right now. Oh, I forgot to put that he won that one. Let me go ahead and click that button here. There we go. Take a look at the top. Set 1 is now over. They go best 4 out of 7 sets. Brian, a demanding lead, 4 games in a row, and the first one was 6-7. Seth won the first game here. Then he didn't do so hot here. He did very bad in this game. Then he came back up and ended up losing that one. Let's take a look at the overall scores. We got sets. It's 1-0 in Q's favor, 4 games to 1. And if you look down here, it is 1 set to 0. Right, you can see that right here. Games won 4-1. But now we get to the fun stats that you don't really get to keep track of while it's being played. 34 points to 20. That's a crazy lead for one set being played only. For example, I lost against Spec a few weeks ago. I actually finished that match 2 points ahead of him. I won in points, but he won in games. But right now, it's pretty devastating lead by Brian Cuzeta. A 6.8 average point spread. That's a plus 14 to a negative 14 right now. Let's pop back in, see what's happening on the table here. Seth is getting ready. Here we go. We got Riff waving. We got Ray walking by. We got Matt Casey. Okay, chat, give me something to read here. Give me something to read. I'll just say it's a Thompson's mallet, so still a fine mallet. Just makes the smallest difference. It does. It does make a difference. Those green mallets, they crack really easy. And I saw that green mallet drop at the beginning of the stream today. Will Upter saying lots of practice. In the poll right now, we are seeing a 60% are voting for Brian Cuzeta. And that's a, how many votes have come in? 61 votes so far. Guys, if you haven't voted yet, please take a second to vote. Ooh, we got Spec on his birthday. He's adding in the flyer. Thank you, Spec, for doing this. We're going to be able to show you guys the flyer for the North Carolina State Tournament. He's getting that set up right now. Here we go. Okay, there we go. I see him setting it up. You guys are going to be able to see it in 1 second. Hey, look at that live sub counter. That is live right now. We have 26,941. We're only 60 subs shy of getting that 27,000 subs. Would you guys be the 60? Would you be a statistic for me real quick and mind subbing, and then let me know in the chat that you subbed? I would love to shout you out right this second. Set number 1 it's under the belt now. It's done. It's over. Seth Garrett losing set number 1, 4 games to 1. Q in the lead. You don't need to make a button for it, Spec. It's fine if you don't. Seth Garrett right now wondering how he's going to flip this game around. What's he going to do? What's the difference that he's going to make? Seth Garrett has a lot of people there in his corner, especially Joey List. I bet you Joey is pumping him up right now for the next game. Q is traveled out from Chicago. Q is playing on the he's playing on the home field advantage against Seth. Seth has home field advantage right now. Q does not. So for Q to come out and beat Seth, that's not easy to do. But Q is the number 16 in the world. We got Ray showing up in his Renaissance attire. I guess him and Kat. And you heard Kat commentate a few days ago. Kat is also there. She's dressed up. They're going to a Viking festival, I've heard. What's up, what's up, what's up? Okay, they're getting ready for set number 2. It's just about to start right now. Guys, do me a favor. Don't forget to double click the screen and give me a like. That would help this channel grow. Please and thank you. I appreciate you. Here we go. Set number 2. They bump mallets. And right off the bat, Q has possession. Q fires a right wall, no good. Q gets it back. Right wall under. Blocked by Seth. Seth stole it. Goes to that right wall over this time. Right wall over. Seth. Rapid fire scores on himself. Unprecedented by Q. By Seth. Normally people don't score on themselves in these types of games. I'm doing the wrong score here. I apologize. There we go. 2-0 right now. Seth now pumping himself up. I don't know if you can hear that, but he's like, come on! He's getting ready for this one here. Spec saying, I think I could beat this Seth guy. I don't know. I saw you try. I saw you fail. But happy birthday to Spec. If you're just out tuning in, it is Spec's birthday. And he is still remoting in to help me with the stream. I appreciate you, Spec. You're amazing. You're a legend, bro. Left wall from Brian. It's no good. Another left wall stolen by Seth. Seth goes for a snappy forehand, but it's blocked. Seth gets it back. Goes for the cross. Oh, it's just changing hands. Brian has so much possession time. You know, I watch Brian play in the Chicago weekly tournaments that they do. And he just makes it look so easy. When the players play against him, they make it look so easy. It's watching a game like this where I know that Seth Garrett has beaten me multiple times in the past. And watching him have such a hard time against Brian, and I've played against Brian myself at the Chicago tournament that they had last year. Brian is not an easy player to beat. Right wall under. Oh, it doesn't go in. That was on the table. Seth has it. Seth with the setup. Cross, no good. It's missed. A pump fake, right wall over. Brian, not happy about that one. Seth with the right wall under. It's no good. He gets it back again and nails it. It's now 4-2. This is a new set for Seth. Is he going to take game number 1 like he did in the first match? 4-3. Aldrin saying, like, subscribe, and set notification bell to all. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Oh, ho, ho. Q tying it up. Seth had a 2-point lead. Table shuts off. It's coming back on. These tables have a timer on them. And here it goes. It's back on. You can see the puck floating. Game is back in play. Seth, slow setup, and fires a right wall. Stolen immediately by Brian. He saw that coming. Brian Q Zeta, master level player for a reason. But Seth gets it back. Seth with the cut. Seth with a nice left wall. Seth, guys, if you have listened to our channel for more than a few months, you will remember Seth Garrett as a commentator with Caleb Buss. Seth is one of my favorite commentators of all time. And right now, he is trying to take on a master level player. Seth has it. We got Charlotte Beans in the chat. Ooh, it's now 5-4. Brian Cuseta takes the lead. Charlotte Beans saying, gotta pop out. Thanks for setting it up and introducing more of air hockey to us. Charlotte Beans, thank you for chatting in. We appreciate you so much. It's chatters like you that make this worthwhile. Seth with the setup. Seth with the cross. No good. Brian with the defense. Brian with another defending and then stealing it. Calls a timeout on the play. Brian has these tactical timeouts that he takes. If he feels out of sorts, he calls that timeout. It's only 10 seconds. The timeout's already over. Oh, and he gets it's now 5-5, I believe. Yes, Amber asking the question, is it 5-5? It is now, I believe. If I'm wrong, let me know, chat. Oh, that nice cut. Oh, I was wrong. It was 5-6. So, Brian takes the win with a beautiful cut there against Seth Garrett. This cut shot is devastating. That has got him so many points against Seth Garrett. Brian's known for his cut and right wall under combo. He basically continually shooting that shot, and then he does a, right wall under combo. Brian with the first win. Let's take a look at the bracket now. Here we go. Taking a look. Right now, we're in set number 2, folks. Let me scroll this up a bit for you on the screen. Game number 1 of set 2. Brian wins it 7-5. You can see up here the first set. Seth won the first game. Brian won the next one. Then the next one. Then the next one. Then the next one. Devastating game here for Seth in the first set. Let's take a look at the overall points. 41 points to 25 total right now. Brian winning this one. Let's see if that let's see if the flyer will work. Let's see, can I get this to work? It does. Look at that. Spec, happy birthday and thank you for this. Guys, guess where I'm going to be June 12th through the 14th? That's right. I'm going to be in North Carolina. They have a state tournament that's happening. I went there last year with my wife. It was incredible. Let me put it this way. My wife said it was so awesome. She was like, I don't know about going to a world tournament this year. She's like, but we're definitely going back to the North Carolina State Tournament if they throw one. And so when they announced it, she's like, yeah, we're totally going to that. So guys, if you want to play air hockey against pros, if you're in North Carolina or want to fly out, the North Carolina State Tournament is happening this June 12th to the 14th at the Maywood Hall Garden in Raleigh, North Carolina. I hope to see you there. Ooh! Oh, is this game already? Did they already start? My goodness. I was slacking, chat. I was slacking. Here we go. It's 0-0, though. It's just started. Right wall over from Brian. No good. Brian, right wall under again. This time, Seth steals possession back. Brian has it. Oh, nice goal there from Brian. 1-0. Seth scores immediately back. Brian with the setup. Forehand. No good. Chat, what's good, what's good? This is live happening right now in North Carolina. I will read your chat. Go ahead and give me something to read. I would love to shout you out right now. Brian with the, oh, look at that right wall. It was so deceptive. Seth was wide open to it. Wide open for that shot. 2-2. We call Brian Q Zeta. We call him Q. Right wall over, no good. Another setup. He's so deceitful in how he hits it with his mallet. And so you're watching this thinking, oh, I could easily beat either of these guys. No, you really couldn't. Both of these players are better than I am. And nobody has beaten me in the Overthrow the Pros for over 2 years. I played over 200 games. I believe it was over 200 games this last week. And not a single new person could beat me. So if you think you can beat these guys, no. I would bet $1,000 on it. No joke. Unless you're a pro player, of course. Brian has it. Brian with the setup. Goes for that cross. Oh, that was totally in goal and flipped out. Brian gets it back. Left wall. He goes for a rapid fire. Seth could have stolen that and missed it. Seth has got to be unhappy about that one. Seth could have stolen that one again. Does that go to him? If it goes off the table, it does. It goes to Seth Garrett because it flew off the table on the edge there. Jonathan, imagine an undercover pro overthrows Nathan. I don't think that would work. Only because as soon as somebody touches their mallet, I'm going to know if they're experienced or not. I had that talk with my wife the other day. 4-3, Seth in the lead now. You'll notice that when I'm playing in the Overthrow the Pro, as soon as somebody plays decently at all, you'll notice I change and play much harder against them. You can tell almost instantly if someone's good or not. How hard they hit it, how they're holding the mallet, how they move their wrist, how their body movement is, their mechanic, all of it. Even if you disguise somebody 100%, you can't really disguise how they play. They would have to play badly to fool me, but if they play badly, are they going to win? Probably not. But I think it'd be really fun to watch them try. That would be hilarious. Q has it. Q hits it off the table. It goes to Seth. As soon as it hits those side rails, it's off the goal. You see these rails right here? If it hits those, it's considered out of play. Seth has it. Seth is in the lead. Does he win himself a game? So far, this is... Oh, he loses possession. Does he get punished for that? Seth... Q has it. Yes. Q scores that goal, punishing Seth for losing possession with a cut. Aldrin saying it's just Joey with a mustache. Seth, slow setup now. Goes for a right wall. It's over the line. Goes to Seth Garrett. We got some newbies coming up saying, like, whoa, is this pro air hockey? They don't even know that it's being filmed. They don't know that they're on YouTube right now. Seth has it. Seth with the cross, no good. Seth, diamond drip, and a cut. It's now 5-4. Seth in the lead again. Does Q tie this up? Or does Seth get another point and take it 6-4? I'm about to eat me some chocolate right now. We got a Costco nearby. I'm in Southern California, and I ordered the giant thing of Kirkland's signature milk chocolate covered almonds. Nice timeout there from Brian. The crowd cheering for Seth. Remember, Brian is on the he's on their turf. He's a Chicago guy, and he has flown out to North Carolina. Oh, Seth now 6-4. Oh yeah, my wife bringing me some food. I'm in South California, so it is very early in the morning over here. Well, maybe not very early. It is when you're on vacation, my friends. All right, Seth has it. Seth with the cut. Does Seth close this game out? It is 4-6. Does Seth win himself a game? In the poll right now, it's 55% are still saying that Brian's gonna win this out of 77 votes. Brian with the right wall over, no good. Brian has it back. Brian scores a goal. Is Brian going to come back and win this one? 6-5. And Seth gets himself a game. 7-5. Well played from Seth Garrett. It's now 1-1 in set number 2. Right wall under from Seth Garrett. Remember, Brian won the first set. So it's 1-0. So Seth is looking at an uphill battle right now. Let's take a look at the top. You can always, if ever you're looking, you can always instantly see who's winning. Look at the top of the screen. You'll see it's right now 1-1. Let's take a look at the bracket though. Look here at the top. They've already put that in. First set was a blowout game, 4-1 in Brian's favor. This next set happening right now, 7-5, then 7-5. Very close match in set number 2. So far, the point spread now, 46-32 in set number 2. Game number 3 is about to start off. Let's take a peek here. Guys, I'm going to show this as much as I possibly can, but the North Carolina Flyer, actually, I guess they don't have time. They're about to start right now. Who do you think's going to win? Oh, no! Seth scores on himself. It's already 1-0 there. Seth cannot be doing that if he expects to be a master level player like Brian did. Brian is number 16 in the world. Seth Garrett has been so close to master level at number 20 in the world. Nice forehand there from him. Forehand left wall under. Oh, Brian gets it. 2-1. And Seth tying it up 2-2. We got Juggalo saying, well, now I'm intrigued, YouTube. Hey, Juggalo, thanks for jumping in and watching the screen. It's 3-2 right now. Juggalo, this is number 20 in the world versus number 16 in the world. But they're going to they went to the Super Rad Retro Lounge in Raleigh, North Carolina to do a live stream and showcase some pro air hockey right now. This is sponsored by Jameson. Right well over from Seth Garrett, no good. And look at that cut from Seth Garrett. It was on this side. Brian tightens up the tether around. Remember, Brian has 15% lack of feeling in his right hand, so he will lose his mallet quite often. Seth Garrett calls a timeout for him. I love that right now. Guys, that is integrity. Seth Garrett could have just fired a bunch of shots on Brian Cuzeta, but instead, he actually called the timeout for him. Brian couldn't call a timeout because he didn't have possession. I think I gave the point to the wrong person there. 3-4. Juggalo saying, I haven't played air hockey in 7 years. I was a kid. You should pick it back up again. It's coming back in style. Look at that cut from Seth. That same cut shot right here. It's fire. It works. Brian throws it back right wall off the table. That possession's going to go to Seth Garrett. My wife. Oh, look at that cut. My wife just made me pancakes covered in strawberries and blueberries from California. I'm excited about this. One thing about California I do love is the fresh produce. 5-5. I'm doing this remotely. This is in North Carolina, but I'm in Southern California on a tour for air hockey. You guys can watch that from yesterday's stream or any of the streams before. 5-5. The point of criticality. Steve, the guy who's running this, the owner of the arcade, forgetting once again that he put tape on the floor to mark where not to stand, and then he stands right in it again. Okay, his bald head is now off of the camera. Right wall from Brian. It's off the table. That's going to go to Seth Garrett. It's now 5-5. Wyatt saying, I'm kind of good at air hockey. A lot of people say that. I will say, you don't want to say that around a pro player because they'll challenge you and it's embarrassing. If you don't believe me, watch any of the Overthrow the Pros. I'm on a tour doing Overthrow the Pro. That means I go out to the public, tell people where I'm going to be, offer money if they win. I pay for all the games. Not a single person beat me in over 200 games this week. Nobody won. And I'm not even as good as these two guys here. Cut from Seth Garrett. No good. Seth gets it back. He fires another cut. No good. Slow drift. He goes for a left wall unders. Gets it back again. Another cut. Off goal this time. Seth in the deficit. Oh, Brian steals it from his goal and gives it back. A right wall over. It's good. It's hard to explain that one right now this fast, but basically it stopped in his goal and he didn't want to try to fish it out, so he just gave it to Seth Garrett. Brian has it right now, and he scores at 6-6. Show me. Timeout called from Brian Cuseta that time. Nice time. You can hear them all yelling, show me. That's what they say. North Carolina went 6-6. Who is going to win this game here? Get your vote in the poll right now. Does Seth win it? Slow setup goes for an off goal. Here we go. Who's going to win this? Seth has it. Pump fake, and another off goal. He's really trying to ice Brian. I know. Oh, Brian steals it. This could be it for Seth Garrett. No, he gets possession back. 6-6 right now. Get your chat ready, guys. I'll read off as much chat as I can. Get something in the chat for me to read. Oh, it fumbles. That's going to go back to Seth Garrett because he touched the puck. Seth has it. Right wall over. No good. This is getting so close right now. Who's going to win this? Right wall over from Seth Garrett. Brian with the steal. Brian. It's back and forth. Seth has it again. Seth with the right wall over. It's blocked. Seth with a cut. No good. Seth with another cut. Seth with the right wall over. Oh, shoot. Instantly. Brian with this defense. Watch this shot. He blocks it and fires a forehand. Snappy forehand. It is good. 6-7. Get the chats in there right now. I'll read off as many chats as I possibly can before the next game starts here. Okay, we got Sincere Rage. Welcome, Sincere Rage. He's one of the guys we actually wanted to mail one of our stickers to. We signed stickers and sent out. Okay, take a look at the top here. Wyatt in the chat saying no. Juggalo saying I was taking in new terms. Brand new table, 5,000. Yes, yep, they're very expensive. We got Dasvin saying I'm going to North Carolina to beat up Steve, not compete in the state tournament. Look at this second set here, so dang close. 5-7, then another 5-7, then a 6-7 right here. Look at the point spread right now. 53-38 right here. They're about to pop into the next one. Let's go back to it. They're about to jump in. Guys, don't forget the North Carolina State Championships. I'm going to be there. I don't even live in North Carolina. I'm going to fly out June 12th to the 14th at the Maywood Hall and Garden in Raleigh, North Carolina. Be there or be square. Wyatt saying, I just subbed. Wyatt, you're amazing. We have that tracker at the top of the screen showing sub count. Thank you so much for subbing. Steve Aldridge saying, as a fellow Steve, I use the Steve phone to call Steve and let Steve know to move. I love it. Okay, I forgot to give Brian his win for that game. It's now 1-0 in this one here. Here we go. We're switching up. You can now see the score. 1-0 in Seth Garrett's favor. No, it's 1-all. I apologize. Seth hoping to win this game to tie it up. It's 2 games to 1. You can see at the top of the screen. Spec saying, better buy your tickets, Nathan. Those prices are going to fly higher than North Carolina. I know, I really do need to get my tickets. That's something we need to do when we get back in town. 2-1. Judy, don't forget to buy tickets for North Carolina. Right wall over from Seth. He gets it back. Oh, nice one there. It's now 3-1, I believe. Cut from Brian. He gets it back. Cross. It's good. 2-3 now. Jessica in the chat giving Steve Aldrin some love. Nice cut there. Brian ties it up 3-3. So you really can't count Brian out. When he's down, he can make that comeback. Look at this, now 4-3. Oh, this game is so fast. 4-4. All for one and one for all, as I like to say. JCD Smith in the chat saying, what is this craziness going on today? This is a live stream in North Carolina, JCD Smith. This is number 16 in the world going up against number 20 in the world. Table dies. It's coming back up. 6-4, Brian with a demanding lead. This is in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm commentating remotely, but this is live. At the Super Red Retro Lounge, Seth Garrett coming back now, 5-6. Does Brian close this one out? He does. That one was over faster than it started. Brian, diamond drift, and then he fires in this blazing fast cross. Seth aimed forward to block it. It was too late. 7-5. And Brian takes the win. Take a look at the top of the screen. Seth trying to pump himself up. He is our commentator extraordinaire. We got Chicago guy, Brian Cusay, that flew out to play this match, defending his master rank at 16. Take a look at the bracket again. Brian, in the first set, dominating lead. He did 4 games to 1 here. In set number 2, which we're watching right now, it's 3 games to 1. Brian only needs 1 more to win this one. In the point spread, 60 points to 43. The first set was won by Brian, and he's looking like he's about to win set number 2 as well. Game's about to start right here. Guys, don't forget the North Carolina State Tournament. I'm going to talk about this on Blue in the Faces. I'm going to be there June 12th to the 14th at the Maywood Hall and Garden. Aldrin saying they're watching the replay on the TV over the bar. They're streaming this live right now there. We got Salty in the chat saying a lot more interesting than grown men pillow fighting. I agree. Salty saying, why are you not on the Ocho? We actually were on the Ocho. I'm not kidding either. Hey, Salty. Oh, Seth's getting pumped for this game. Salty, I appreciate you chatting in. You are 1 in a million, bro. I appreciate you. Juggalo saying, let's go, Seth. I am brand new here. I have no idea who anybody is, but go, Seth. Seth is the underdog. He's the one I'm rooting for, only because he's the underdog. And he's commentated for us for 2 years. So if you ever hear commentary remote from North Carolina, that's Seth Garrett. Brian, also an amazing friend of mine and great player. Look at that. Look at that transition there from Brian Cusay. Brian, a master level player. I played against him in Chicago. If you guys watch the Chicago stream that we did live, he's the one I actually beat him in 2 games, but he took the whole set from me. Brian, incredible player, incredible friend, amazing. He's also a head ref. He knows the rules better than anybody else. He helped write them. Look at that right wall from him. Seth Garrett steals it back. Diamond drift. JCD says it looks like Chuck Little. JCD, by the way, I need to message that arcade owner and ask her if she wants to sell those. I asked her about the old tabletops. She seemed like she was pretty fine with them, so I'll have to let you know if you want one. I don't know if it's going to fit your table. That's the only thing I don't remember. I don't know if... I think the Photon is older than the Hot Flashes. I don't think that it's going to fit. It's not the top of the table. It's the underside. Look at that from Seth Garrett. Beautiful charge there. He nails it. 1-1 now. And then he steals it back. So somebody's going to have to tell me in the chat, does a Hot Flash top fit on a Photon? excuse me, a photon body. I don't think it does. But I think the photon you're getting has a good top anyway. Nice cut there. Ooh, Seth gets it back. We got HHG in the chat saying, it's me again. Hi, welcome back, welcome back. Spec saying we weren't on the Ocho. Nathan was on one of their shorts and got 50 million views or something. No, we were on the Ocho. On the ESPN 8, the Ocho, that was for the ESPN tournament that happened. It was one of the first tournaments I went to. So the American Air Hockey League wasn't on the Ocho, but Air Hockey was on the Ocho. Left wall under from Seth Garrett. It's 1-2 right now. Oh, he goes for a shove shot. No good. I don't know if I like his footing, chat. Look at his footing. His feet are sort of in a line right here. There he goes. He switches up his footing. It was a little bit unbalanced there. JC Smith saying, it's cool. I just like the dark color. They are cool, but they don't have a center line. I will say I would take a photon top over a hot flash top any day. Any day. 3. Oh, no. I thought that went in. It's still 2-1 now. Rapid fire right now, and Brian ends up with it. Oh, ho, ho. We got Brian getting that. It's now 3-1. We got Mr. Robert Kennedy in the chat. He is also a pro-level player from Chicago. He's saying, go Chicago. Welcome, Rob, to the chat. Rob goes by the Bobcat. That's his nickname. You can watch him play also in our streams. Oh, Brian scoring on himself. That is uncharacteristic of him at his level of play. Cut from Seth Garrett. No good. Seth goes for that cross. It lands. Now 3-3. Beautiful cross here from Seth Garrett. He's going to remember that one. The cut was working against Brian, and so now he's got that cross. He goes for a right wall. No good. Brian steals it back. Goes for that cut. The alternate chat saying, Rob in the chat. It's always fun when the pros come in the chat, guys. Oh, nice cut there from Brian Cuseta. Seth doing a little bit of a jig while he's playing. A little bit of a dance. Remember, this is the end of set 2. If Brian wins this, it's over for Mr. Seth Garrett. And he'll go on to set number 3 with 2 losses already in the belt. So Seth has to win this. Seth's getting a little bit frisky with it. It's tilting his body, trying some different things here. Rob Kennedy in the chat saying, what a venue, though. This is a great little mini-series. Can't wait to get out to Super Rad. That's right. This is a Super Rad Retro Lounge in Raleigh, North Carolina, put out by Steve Olson and sponsored by Jameson. Seth has it. Goes for the cross. No good. Seth, slow drift. Fires that cross. Gets it back again. Fires that cross. Gets it back again. Fires that right wall over this time. I like that combo, but Brian was wise to it. Seth, pump fake, gets Brian way out of position, and then missed his shot. Brian then steals it. Is it going to be set point to 3 right now? Seth jumps over the line when he doesn't have possession to freak Brian out. Seth, right wall under, no good. Right wall over, no good. Flurry of shots from Seth Garrett. Seth, right wall over, Brian with the steal, and right wall under. It is now set point to 3. Seth thinking about it for a second. Pulls the puck out slowly. Seth looking to get 4 points just to get game number 2. Brian's already won 3 games this set. If he wins one more, this set is over. And it will go to set number 3. Oh, what was that? He challenged him on the line. Somehow Seth ended up with it. Seth, seeing that cross is open, he fired for it. Goes for the cut this time. Brian steals it. Is it over? It is. And that is how the set number 2, that's how the cookie crumbles here. Rob Kennedy saying, every time I go to Raleigh, it gets harder to leave. Their air hockey scene is, it's true. You go for the air hockey, you stay for the amazing community they have. Let's take a look at this bracket. Actually, speaking of going real quick, I'll show this flyer while I get that bracket set up. Guys, I'll see you at the Maywood Hall and Garden in Raleigh, North Carolina. That's going to be June 12th to the 14th for their state tournament. I am so excited about going to that. It was so fun last year. I wasn't sure about it last year. I'm like, this should be fun. It was so great that literally I am doing everything I can to get there. Okay, let's take a look at the bracket. This is going to be a hard one for me to see. I'm kind of rooting for Seth Garrett. He's our commentator. I love Q. Q's amazing, but I'm a little bit more connected with Seth, so I'm kind of rooting for him. And set number 1 was not so hot for him. He won game number 1 and ended up losing the next 3 or 4 games in a row. The same thing basically happened in set number 2 just now. He won only one of them, and Brian Cuzeta won all the rest. But it's not just that. Look at this point spread here. So you can see 2 sets to 0. If Q wins 2 more sets, this whole match is over. It's 8 games to 2 right now. Seth has only won 2 games. Look at this point spread here near the bottom. This is where it gets really crazy. Normally, these matches end. I mean, Ray the other day lost and won in points. He had more points, but lost in games. I lost a spec a few weeks ago, but I beat him in points. But right now, Seth isn't winning in points or games. Look at this, 67 points to 46. I know I just said 6-7. I know the kids are going to go nuts right now, but take a look at that. It is so very vastly different. Normally, at this level of play, you would have it be very close, maybe only 3 or 4 points difference. I just dropped one of my earbuds into my syrup, my pancake syrup that my wife made me. I'm so sad right now. Do I stick it back in my ear hole? All right, Joey on the right-hand side. He's the #1 player in North Carolina. He's the I want to say 7 in the world. He's right now coaching up Seth Garrett. He's showing him the shots that he should do. Seth has such an arsenal of shots. Q really is only using a few shots, but they're just so pinpoint accurate. Q's shots that he's using. He's going for this nice cut shot right here and a right wall under shot. Whereas Seth is using, oh, thank you so much. My wife is amazing. She got me a thing so I can wipe the syrup out of my ear hole. We got Stone Cold just saying 6-7. Yeah, brother. Actually, that's not Stone Cold, but it works. So right now, Seth Garrett is warming up against Joey List, a world-ranked player. We're gonna be going into set number 3 right now. I'll go ahead and give Brian his last win here. Rob, I love you being in the chat. What's up, chat? I wonder if we, I was thinking about maybe ending the stream and starting it back up to see if we can get more views. But you know what? I'm just going to keep it here. Guys, help me out by liking this right now. Help me out by chatting in right now. I would really appreciate it if you would send something in the chat. I will read it out right now. Chat as much as you can. I'm going to read off as much as I possibly can. I'll even read off my own chat here. Hey, look it. That's Nathan Buss saying hi. We got HHG saying, okay. Ask any questions. I'll answer them right now. I'll even tell you that one of my favorite things in the world is chocolate. That's right. We had JCD Smith from the chat show up in person, and he lives in Montana, and he drove out and brought me chocolate cake. I'm not kidding. We had one person, Vi Rainsberger, show up, and she brought me brownies in North California when I did a tour through there. We got Debo in the chat saying, "What's the capital of Vermont?" I will Google that right this second so I don't look too stupid. Capital of Vermont. Here we go. Is Montpelier. 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 I got you, bro. I got you. We got HHG saying, "Oh, that's crazy." We got Will saying, "Oh, Will answering that question." Saying it's actually Montpelier. Jessica calling me a cheater. Even Will knew that. And he's in Ireland. Will in the chat. I love it. Here we go. Brian Cuzeta. Okay, now you can see it up close of his mouth. Do you guys see that red string hanging from it? That's a tether. He has lost 15% of the feeling in his right hand. So when he's playing, he often lets go of the mallet, so he has a tether tied to his mallet, so when he lets go of it, it stays connected and it doesn't count as a penalty. Look at, is that a donut he's eating? Oh man, oh chat, oh no, look at that donut. Let's get a look at this bad boy that he's eating. We got Ray, pro level player. We got all these master level players actually right here on one screen. This is kind of fun. Ray is dressed up as a Viking. He's going to a Viking festival, apparently. Lauren saying, wow. HHG saying, remember, play music. I got you. I got to take a bite of these amazing pancakes my wife gave to me so I don't drop my earbuds in the syrup. Banana chocolate chip pancakes my wife made me because she's the best. Seth Garrett is warming up right now Getting ready for this next one. Guys, take a look right here. Do you see the sub count? Do you see how it's not changing? Help me with that. This is a live feed from YouTube. Help me change that number. Would you mind subscribing? And then let me know that you've done it. We'll see it happen. All of us will see it happen. But we won't know who's done it. So if you subscribe, would you please let us know in the chat? We can shout you out. Let's take a look here. The North Carolina State Tournament is coming up in just a few months. June 12th to the 14th. I haven't bought my tickets yet. I wanted to wait and buy them cheaper than Spec bought his so I could rub it in his face. So we need to buy tickets there to fly out to North Carolina. I think we're gonna be staying with Seth Garrett. I'm pretty excited about that. Or no, we're staying with Hermes. That's right. He's been gracious enough to allow a lot of the Idaho players to stay with him. Oh yeah, here we go. I saw that sub count change and go back. Somebody's playing with the sub button. Do it. Click sub. Keep with it. Let us know who did it. Here we go. I will even do a replay. If somebody subs right now, I'll do a replay showing this thing go up. That's right. I'm feeling frisky this Saturday morning. Do it. Sub. Let me know you sub, and I will do a replay of it right now while we're waiting for the next game to start. The players are actually allowed a few minutes in between each set, and this is where they practice. So Seth Garrett right now is practicing right now against Joey List, the number 1 in North Carolina, the number 7 in the world. And Joey is saying, hey, this is what you gotta do to win this game. We got Zen Honored saying, haven't watched these in a while. Welcome back, welcome back. Seth is warming up right this second. He's down 2-0 right now. Thank you for chatting in, guys. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for double tapping that screen and giving us a like. I want you guys to help us help air hockey. This is sponsored by Jameson. Jameson is amazing. They sponsored the play here in North Carolina. This is in Raleigh, North Carolina, at the Super Rad Retro Lounge. If you guys are there live, if you're in North Carolina and you just tuned in, you should totally go there in person. Walk up to the camera, wave, shoot something in the chat, say that you're there. You will get to see these players live in action and play against them. All right, here we go. Here we go. Q on the left-hand side. Seth Garrett on the right-hand side. They're getting ready to start set number 3. The bracket not looking so good for Seth Garrett. You can see here, Seth has lost the first set, lost the second set. It's 2-0 right now. You can see the point spread here at the bottom. 67 points to 46. Let's poke back over to it here. Here we go. Seth had a nice warm-up. Is that going to make a big difference? I'm thinking it will. Brian getting ready. Brian is such a tall dude. But so is Seth Garrett. Brian is making Seth look smaller, but Seth is like a head taller than I am. They are both, aren't they both over 6 feet? I think they're both over 6 feet tall. Steve Olson, he's going to be starting this game off. He is the runner of this tournament, of this match. He's also the owner of Super Rad Retro Lounge. Here we go. Game is now in play. Seth has possession. Seth with the diamond drift. Goes for the cut. No good. Brian gets it back. Fires that cut shot. It's barely missed. Another cut shot. Barely missed. Fires another cut shot. This time, Seth ends up with possession. Right while under. Oh! And gets a goal. It was sort of a fumble shot there. Right while under. Seth Garrett gets possession again. Right while under. No good. In the pole. Seth Garrett is now winning the pole. Oh! They knocked something off of the thing! They knocked one of his things up. I love it. In the poll, over 100 votes so far. And for the first time, Seth is now winning the poll. 0-1 right now in this game. In the poll, 52%. If you guys haven't taken part in the poll, do it. And Seth with a nice cut. There's 2-0 now. Brian with the cross, no good. Seth with the diamond drip, right wall. Seth has possession back again. Possession is so big in air hockey. If you're brand new to air hockey, You're probably one of those players that just hits every time the puck comes to your side, you just hit it across the table, right? Seth and Q are both master level players. They stop the puck and they aim their shots. Actually, Brian's the only master level player. Seth has been so close to reaching master level player. Brian has it. So his goal is either to get his job is to get a goal or get it back. Seth steals it back again. Is he about to be up 4-0? He's down. Remember, he is down 2-0. And Seth is definitely the underdog in this match. But he took some time. He practiced. It is paying off, it looks like. He gets permission to stay on the puck. It's dragging on the table there. We got Aldrin in chat saying, heck yeah. Will Upshur saying, Austin 316. Stone Cold saying, Stone Cold just subbed. Can I get a hell yeah? Oh, thank you, bro. Hell yeah, brother. All right. Seth with the right wall. Ooh. Brian loses it again. Smacks Seth's mallet out of his hand. Seth has it. Seth with the diamond drift fires a right wall. Is he going to be up 4-0? I have seen already today Brian come back from being down 3 points. And there's point number 1 for Brian with a nice cross shot there. It worked. Seth has it. Goes for the cross himself. No good. Seth, diamond drift. Fires a right wall under. Seth, right wall under. Oh, it goes in. 4-1. I will say a lot of those shots that he's getting have been sort of fumbled in. But if it works, it works. 2-4. Seth has it back again. 2-5 now. Seth really showing up for the fans here. Seth gets it back. Right wall under. No good. Brian on the line. Gets Seth to charge out of play, but misses his shot. Blocked. Brian has it still. Goes to that same cross that's gotten so many points for him. Seth now on the offense. Seth has it. Goes to that cross. Seth gets it back again. That looked like it was over the line to me. Yeah, it was over the line. Goes to Seth Garrett. Aldrin saying he switched to the cream mallet. Okay, so Seth now has the cream mallet instead of the Thompson green mallet. Okay, it's back in play. Q has it. Goes to that cut. Seth goes for that cut himself. Goes for another one. He's aiming for this shot right here, folks. It's worked for him. That cut cross combo. Okay, Q making the comeback. 3-5. Q loses possession. Seth has it. Seth with the cross. Diamond drift. Right wall over. Brian, beautiful steal. Has the possession. Goes to that cross. It was wide open. He barely missed it. Seth gets it back again and then scored. It's now game point to 3. And he takes it. My goodness, 7-3. That, by far, in this match, was the best game for Seth Garrett so far. He's only won 2 other games. So Brian has won 8 games so far to 2. And then Seth comes out of the gate swinging in set number 3. Let's take a look at the bracket right now as they are filling it out. Let's take a look here. We got Ray walking up to the camera. Take a look right now. Look at this. In set number 1, Seth only won by 1 point here and by 2 points in set number 2. But now we're looking at a 3-point deficit in set number 3. Seth would have to win this set plus a few more to even tie it up. Let's look at the point difference so far. Oops. Right here, you can take a look. 71 points to 53. Seth is still trailing by far, but he's also trailing in games 1. And games 1, actually sets 1, is all that really matters, and that's 2-0 right now. Seth doing a little bit of pacing before this next game starts here. They're getting ready for this next one. Here we go. Will Upshur saying Seth's release is consistently fast. Too consistent. He's not giving Q a chance to react. Will saying nice win by Seth. Will is a 2-time world champion. He knows what he's talking about here. Fractal in the chat saying Stone Cold Steve Austin is going to win. HHG saying, do you like hunting? I've never hunted, but I wouldn't mind it. Aldrin saying the Elder Wand of air hockey. Oh, off the bat there. Seth with a beautiful, beautiful face-off goal there. Cut. Brian steals it. Seth keeps it. Thanks for chatting in, guys. I appreciate you so much. Brian has it. Cut. Seth with a nice steal there. Goes for that cross on the transition. I think Will is correct here. Seth is constantly hitting it at that 100% power. He needs to take it to 95 once in a while. Maybe a delay shot, maybe a pump fake. We just got a sub. Who just subbed? Let me know in the chat. I would love to shout you out right now. Brian has it. It's 1-0. And nope, 1-1. Brian gets his first cut there. Nice right wall over from Seth Garrett, bringing the score 2-1. Ooh. Tied up 2-2. Seth has it. And there we go. It's now a game of 0 defense. Brian with the right wall under. Seth gets it back. Bounces it off the rail. Gets it back again. Fires a right wall under. Seth has it. A cut. No good. Will saying drag delay there. Like from Seth Garrett. That's good. Dragging the puck out and then delaying it. Ooh, fight on the line. Brian keeps it. And a right wall under from Brian. That's how important that was. If Seth had pulled back on that charge, he would have had possession, and Brian probably wouldn't have scored there. Cut. This is why every possession matters so much. Nice stop on the against the rail there. Seth with a diamond drift and fires a cut from the diamond drift. Again with the diamond drift. No good. Again. Goes to the right wall over. Beautiful shot there from Seth Garrett. A right wall over off of the diamond drift is a fantastic shot. It's hard to execute. Cut there from Q. Tying it up 4-4. All for one and 1 for all, as I like to say. Brian with the diamond drift. Right wall under. Oh, a transition shot. No good. Brian with the right wall under. It is good. 5-4 now. And now 5-5. The point of criticality. Who's going to get the 6th point? This point matters so much, in my opinion, as a player. And Brian gets it. Brian's won every 5-5 transaction. See, now, this is why we call it the point of criticality. Now, Seth not only has to get a goal, but then, if he does tie it up, Brian's going to have possession. So, whoever gets that 6th point, it's such a huge advantage for them. Seth has it. Seth goes to that cut. It's missed. He sets it up again. Fires a cross. It's also missed. Goes to that right wall over. Brian antsy, snapping at these shots and missing it. Every time missing these shots, he's getting more and more antsy. This is called possession time. Seth has a lot of possession time right now. He's making Brian more and more antsy. You can see Brian is almost flubbing it. And he gets a right wall over, tying it up 6-6. Show me. Okay, chat. Get your chats ready. I'll read off as many as I possibly can after this match here. Game point 6-6. Matt getting in the way of the camera, forgetting that this is live right now. But you can see he's got a hat that says stuff. Oh, he's getting yelled at. He's like, oh, camera. Oh, yeah. Oh. Seth has it. Does Seth win this game? Does he win game 2? He does. He takes game number 2 for himself. It's now 2-0 in set number 3. Diamond drift, and he fires from that diamond drift again the right wall over. He got 2 points that way against Q. Here come all the chats. Right now you can see Seth Garrett talking to Joey Liss right now. You can see that right over here. That is a master level player as well. Number 1 in North Carolina, number 7 in the world, giving Seth some advice right now. Okay, here come the chats. We got Will saying Seth's release is consistently fast. Yeah, I say Will saying great stuff. Those right walls overs were great adjustment by Seth, adding that delay he was needing. Jolly Hank saying let's go Q. Yeah, I know that guy. I know that picture anywhere. What's up, Jolly Hank? That's my buddy in Chicago. All right. Seth won that one. They're going to start this one really quick. We're going to take a quick peek at the bracket. Here's the bracket for you. 2-0. Seth is up in set number 3. It's 2 sets to 0 right now for Q. And the point spread 77-60 right now. Seth is sort of making his comeback. And lastly, before this game starts, I'm going to show you this right before they face off here. June 12th to the 14th, the North Carolina State Tournament. You guys got to be there. That's where I'm going to be. Oh, Seth already up 1-0. Q has possession. and gets it. 1-all now. In the poll, Seth Garrett is up 52%. It's a close poll here, folks. Don't forget to vote. 117 votes have already come in. 2-1. Seth in the lead again. Brian shoots it off the table. That's going to go to Seth Garrett. Brian with a forehand, no good. Will saying Seth has a Q charging a lot. That possession time is starting to pay off. Ooh, nice. Blazing fast, right well under from Q. It's those types of shots that make him a master level player. It's so dang fast and accurate that even if you go to block it, you're just that fraction of a second late. Folks, you know that if a player hits it from the middle of the line here, straight like that, you have about a 20th of a second to react. By the speed of the puck, if a player hits it at like an average speed, you have a 20th of a second to react. Look at this. 4-2. Seth in the lead again. Is Seth going to win this set? Q gets a nice cut there on him. Q with possession. Q, that same cut again, punishing Seth Garrett. Seth now 5-4. This game is going very quick. Right wall over from Q, tying it up 5-all. To Seth flub at the end. Seth has had a lead this entire game until right now. The point of criticality again that we're looking at. Seth slowing it way down, goes for a left wall over. It's blocked. Oh, I don't know who's going to get that puck. It looks like he's aiming to Seth Garrett. Seth, oh, fires before. Oh, look at that. Before he was even ready, Seth is not playing around anymore. He gets the point of criticality, 6-5. Does Q tie it up? Are we going to have a 6-6 game again? Oh, no. We don't like to see a game like that. 7-5. Q accidentally scores on himself here. He pulls back and smacks it into his own goal. You can even see Seth Garrett tapping on his goal, being like, hey, that wasn't supposed to happen that way. But Seth wins it. It's now 3. Oh, I think I did it incorrectly. I did, folks. I did do it incorrectly. That's going to be, it's actually 3-0. Q hasn't won a game here, so I'm going to fix that real quick on the top of the screen. There we go. It's now fixed. Take a look at the bracket here. This is looking a lot like what happened in the first set. You know, first set, Seth lost 4-1. But in this third set, 7-4, 7-6, 7-5, Seth is on a tear right now. He's right now getting some advice from Joey Liss. Again, this advice from Joey Liss is really paying off. Will saying scoreboard is showing Q with the game, but it's 3-0. Thank you, Will. Do you guys remember there used to be a poster right here on the wall? If you rewind, you'll see there's a poster right there. But Q smashed it off of the wall with one of his shots. Guys, I will see you in a few months. If you're in North Carolina, you should fly out if you're not. I'll see you there June 12th to the 14th. This is the North Carolina State Tournament. They ran such a good state tournament last year that I am going to take one of my vacation weeks, and I'm going to go out there for that. I hope to see you guys there. Here we go. Possible set game here if Seth wins this one. In the poll, 118 votes. 53% of those votes are saying that Seth is going to win this one. All right, here comes the face-off. Q gets possession. Seth with the right wall, no good. Ooh, right off the bat. Q, first blood. Q hanging on to it. Oh, a nice cut there. And Brian, because he fumbled with his mallet, remember, he has 15% of the feeling in his right hand is gone. And so he has a tether attached so that way he can feel, or so it stays attached to his hand so there's no penalty if he lets go of the mallet. Rapid fire. Q has it, goes to the right wall under, it's good. beautiful shot there. That has got him a lot of points against Seth Garrett. Seth showing a different type of style now than we were seeing the last 3 games here. He's sort of easing up. His shots aren't as hard. I think that Seth needs to put the gas on and end the set and get to the next one. Seth has it. Diamond drift, right wall over. It's blocked. Cut from Brian. Those normally work for him. Seth blocks it and gets a right wall over. I love that play. Nice block from Seth Garrett, and he lined himself up for not the right wall under, but this right wall over shot. If you guys don't know how devastating that shot is, you should watch the Overthrow the Pro I did yesterday at the Santa Monica Pier at the Playland Arcade. I very much pointed out that that right wall over destroys people. In fact, I won about half of my games with that one shot alone. They're talking with the ref right now about possession. Who's going to get possession? Goes to Q. Goes back to Seth Garrett. This is why you have tight rules in a game, so that way, no matter what happens, you know who ends up with it. Cross from Seth Garrett, no good. Right wall over. Seth has it. Goes for the left wall under. It's good. 3-2. Brian has it now. Goes for that same cut. It was working for him, but Seth has been blocking those, or he's been slightly missing them. Q has it again. I bet he goes for the cut again. No, right wall under. Puck is back in play. Diamond drift from Seth Garrett. Right wall, no good. Brian with that same cut. It's blocked again. Right wall under. Seth has possession. Goes for the cross. Goes for the cross again. Sets it up. A cut. We got Moody Blue in the chat saying, best brackets I've seen in air hockey. Moody, you are amazing. Thank you for popping back in. Right wall under. Oh, nice cut there. Or was that a cross? From Brian. 3-all.
There you go. Come on, Seth.
There we go. Seth, 4-3. You can hear Joey near the microphone cheering Seth on. Brian has it. Right wall over. Seth gets it back. Seth with the cut. Seth with the cross. Look at that. Okay, why is that so great? He did this shot the first one and immediately shot this side. He is making Brian play a game of guesswork of which side of the goal he's going to shoot towards. 5-4 now. Seth Garrett, right wall over. And then scores on himself, tying it up 5-5.
Good.
Salty's saying Seth has really switched this up. Holy crap, let's go, Seth. That's right, Salty. Ooh, look at that. It's now set point to 5. If Seth gets one more, this set is over, and it will be 2-1. Seth with the setup, left wall under, no good. Brian with the drift, touches it, loses possession. It's back in play now. Seth has it. Seth sets it up and fires a pump fake. Did he do a timeout? He calls a timeout. I knew it. If you see players doing a bunch of pump fakes, they're usually just wasting time so they can call their one timeout. So he gets 10-second timeout right now. JCD Smith in the chat saying, let's go, Seth. All right, it's back in play. Brian, oh, Seth with a beautiful charge, gets possession, and fires a cut. Oh, is that going to be possession Brian? I think that goes possession Brian. It is. Beautiful stop by Brian. Oh! Is that no good? Is that good? Was that good?
Yeah,
Was he over? Oh, they're looking at the replay, but I hit the replay too late because it looked like it wasn't good. Was he over the line?
You've never been right whenever you think you're not over.
So he was over. The replay showed it. He was over. And Joey just said live, he said, Seth, you've never been right about thinking that you're not over. I had Seth Garrett once tell me that he isn't tall enough to go over the line, which is such a lie. He's like a foot taller than I am, and I can go over the line. Brian, oh, ties it up. Show me. 6-6. Get the chat ready. Possession goes to Seth. Get the chats ready. Here we go. 6-all. It's game point to set point. If Seth gets this, it'll be 4 games to 0 in Seth's favor for this set. Left wall under, no good. Brian has it. NC Air Hockey in the chat saying, show me. Oh! He loses possession. This is Brian's chance right now. Brian almost loses it. Brian with a diamond drift. Goes to the cross. Seth steals it. That is Oh, right wall over and it's blocked. Seth steals it back again. Goes to the cross this time. Oh, and Brian takes the last point there. Look at this shot. Brian with the steal and just barely clips it. Was that over? That might have been over the line. I don't know. But it looks like they're still counting it. Seth looking up at that. That looked like it was over the line to me. 6-7. Here comes all the 6-7s in the chat, I bet. All right, Brian won that one. You'll see it happen. I need to reset that, don't I? There we go. All right, check this out. Look at the top of the screen here. And you're going to notice it's going to say right here 1-4 now. And let's take a look. While he's getting some advice from Joey, let's take a look at the bracket. Brian has a substantial lead, guys. The first set was 4-1. The second set, 4-1 again. The third set, Seth won 3 in a row, almost won the last one here. If Brian wins these next 3, it's all over for Seth. It'll be 3-0. If Seth wins these next, or actually just wins one of these, it'll be 2-1. Look at this point difference here, though. It's pretty vast. 89 points to 73. Let's pop back in and take a look. I like to show this off. By the way, huge thank you to Jameson for sponsoring this game over at the Super Rad Retro Lounge in North Carolina. But if you guys are anywhere near North Carolina, you should show up to the state tournament there. I'm going to be there. Spec is going to be there. My wife is going to be there. A bunch of us are going June 12th to the 14th at the Maywood Hall and Garden in Raleigh, North Carolina. I hope to see you there. Here we go. The chat. JCD Smith is saying 6-7. Will after saying Seth lost that game on quick release and shots. He lost several possessions and in the end game by not taking his time. Moody Blue saying Seth has a good natural flow when he gets in his game where Q's is mech. Will after saying the way he has Q jumping on defense, he should keep that pressure on by threatening as long as possible. Here comes the face-off for game number 5. Seth, right wall under. It's blocked and stolen. Look at that block. It's almost like his arm is frozen that way. Seth's elbow looks just locked in right now. Ooh, nice one from Q. 1-0. Tying it up 1-1. Salty in the chat saying that was definitely over the line. I replayed it 3 times. I gotta say though, Salty, it really depends. Oh, it's 3-1 now. Salty, they're allowed to hit the puck. Oh my gosh, 4-1. If Seth loses a set knowing he was 1 point away, he's never going to be able to sleep at night. Oh my gosh, 5-1. Why is it Seth calling a timeout? I don't know if it's going to show for everybody else, but we got the real Petty Eddie saying, Confucius said, the one who go to bed with an itchy butt wakes up with the smelly fingers. It's true. I shouldn't read that out loud, but it's too funny not to. Right wall over. Seth has it. Seth in the deficit this game. He's won 3-1 in this set, but right now, Q is just crushing him. So, Salty, to answer your question, well, it wasn't really much of a question, but if they hit the puck before it goes all the way past the line, if the puck is on the line, they're allowed to hit it. And their mallet can be on the line also, as long as their mallet doesn't go all the way past the line. So it was most likely a legal shot. And you got Steve Olson reffing it right there. Also, I mean, Steve probably isn't too biased, but I have a feeling that Steve probably wants his North Carolina guy to win this. And his North Carolina guy is Seth Garrett. Nice cut there from Q. 6-1 right now.
Well, we're going to the vegan restaurant right
Seth
there.
gets a cut.
And then we'll reconnect with whatever. Anyone who wants to come here.
We can hear Joey talking about their food plans after the game. And right wall over. That was a blowout. Absolute blowout game for Brian. Look at this amazing right wall under. Seth just is planted in place. He shouldn't have done that. Now it's 2-3. You'll see that at the top of the screen once again. If ever you are wondering who's winning, you can just look at the top here. and it's going to show you the points. 3-2 right now. If we sneak over to the bracket, you're going to see that same thing. It's already updated. These guys are quick. They are so quick with the updating of the bracket here. 3-2 right there. In the chat, we got Salty saying true. We got Parker Felty saying Nathan! Parker, welcome to the chat. We are commentating a game live in North Carolina. This is at the Super Red Retro Lounge, sponsored by Jameson. This game has been pretty epic. So far, Brian Q Zeta is up 2-0. And in his third set, Seth Garrett is up 3-1. If he wins this next one, it'll be 1-2. Here we go. This next one's about to start underway. Four games to 1 in the first set. 4-1 in the second set. This third set, so far 3-2. All right, the players are back. What's up, chat? You know, whenever we stream like this remotely, we're finding that it really kills our metrics. Yesterday, I just had to stream straight from my cell phone. I got 40,000 views. Whereas the 2 days before that, I only got 4,000. Today, we only have 30 people watching right this second, and I think that's because we're streaming remotely through a computer. Would you guys mind helping me out? Throw something in the chat. Double tap this. Maybe share it with your friends. Maybe share it online. Maybe go to Facebook and share this and say, hey guys, this game's happening right now. Would you mind helping us out? This will help all of air hockey. We want more people to see air hockey here. Brian has it now. Fires the cut. No good. Seth Garrett with a rapid. Oh, Brian scores on himself on that one. Seth has it again. Forehand this time. Seth is only 6 points away from winning a set for himself. He got so close that 2 games ago. Nice cut. 2-0 now. Seth has it. Frost, no good. Does he just score on himself? He scores on himself. 0 interference from Brian. That was called an unforced error. Seth scores on himself. That was very uncharacteristic of him. You do not see that often at this level of play. This is the number 16 in the world versus the number 20 in the world. Seth Garrett, oh, it fumbles in. 3-1 right now. Brian setting it up. Goes for the cut, no good. Gets it back again. Cut, no good. Seth on a rapid fire. Will saying that's a cool looking scoring app. It really is. I think that Steve Olson has been working on that with Peter Kai. Forehand over, no good. It really is a cool looking scoring app. Just my first time seeing it is today. Cross. Seth, another shot. It's blocked. Q steals it back. And Q gets a very nice cut on him. 3-2 now. Seth Garrett has got to put a little bit of distance between him and Brian's score. Right wall over, no good. Brian with the cut. JCD Smith says, I like the table between the 2 tables. I know, for like the drinks and stuff, I think it's awesome. I don't like the cage. Nice cut there. I don't like this cage here because it gets in the way of the table of like seeing the table a bit, but yeah. Right wall. Brian has it. Goes to the drift. Right wall under, no good. Brian goes for that cut. It's a solid shot there. Now 3-4. That cut shot has worked a lot. We got Not Lily walking by the camera a few times. You guys remember her from some of the Chicago games. Cross from Seth. 5-3 now. Seth to the setup. Forehand. Just rapid fire right now. Brian has it. Right wall under. Ooh, flubs. Seth has possession. Seth, Diamond Drift. We got Meow Mix in the chat saying Seth 2 points away from winning his first set. Now he's 1 point away, Meow Mix. Is that Cat? I think it's Cat in the chat. Oh, he gets stuffed. Get stuffed. Q had it. And Seth read him like a book and returned that puck to sender. That's set number 1 for Seth Garrett. 1 set to 2 sets. Will saying wonderful sets. Diamond Drift is really effective against Q. There's our guy. 7-3 in that one. Seth's winning that game. Let's pop over to the bracket here and take a look. All right, 2 sets to 1 now. First set, 4-1. Brian in the lead there. The second one, 4-1 also. Brian just devastating Seth. The third set, you can see right here, Seth wins it 2-4. And then in the points in the end here, you can see 99 points to 82. Seth's still the underdog when it comes to points. We got kids trying to steal the table, and they're trying to explain to them, hey guys, this is we're using this table right now. We're using this here. Well, walk in here. Take a look at this. The North Carolina State Tournament is going to be happening in June. I hope that I get to see you guys there. It's going to be a blast. I went to the state tournament last year. It was amazing fun. I hope to see you guys there. You see, now you can kind of see what unprofessional air hockey looks like. This is what it looks like. Because you guys are like, I can easily beat these guys. Watch how soft they hit the puck. I don't think the table's even on. Is the table even on? It is on. Okay, watch how light they hit it. See? They set it up. That was good. Right wall under. I get to draw the score. Oh, look at the girl on the left. There's a right wall under. Crazy speed. Now the girl named Seth Garrett. She smashes a right wall. It's too slow. Another slow one. She misses it completely. The puck's slowly moving back and forth. Right wall over. Oh, she scores on herself. But yeah, playing against new people. Okay, is it bothering anybody else that her shoelaces are untied? That's gonna bug me real bad. Nice cut. Girl on the right not knowing what's happening here. And what is happening is that she is not blocking at all. Mavic saying the kid closer to us is Steve's daughter. Well, that explains why she's putting the hurt on the girl on the right. Steve is a runner of the Super Red Retro Lounge. This is live right now, guys, in Raleigh, North Carolina. You should go. It's a blast. If you happen to be there, you should swing on by and say hello to all the pro players. We got Joey List there, Brian Cuseta, Seth Garrett, Steve Olson, Cat Cobb, Ray Nugent. We got Los. We got Riff. We got Not Lily. They're all there. You guys should swing by and say hello. Let's take a look again at this bracket in case... Actually, you know what? We can just stay here for a second. What is our stream looking like? This is now I got to go into our live stream tab. Here we go. You're not going to see this portion of it. I just want to see this for my records here to see how we're doing overall as a stream. Guys, in the chat, throw me something to read. Give me a second here while we get ready for the next set. Warm-up game happening right now. Oh, she scores on herself. Her friend laughs at her. See, you didn't see that happening at the pro level. When they scored themselves, they felt bad. They didn't laugh at the person. Somebody needs to tell Steve's daughter to tie her left shoe. Oh, that was a great cut. That was a really good cut. All right. Q setting up for his game right now. Cat in chat saying, thanks for streaming for us, Nate. I feel bad. I think that when we stream it like this, I'm noticing that all of our games that we stream like this, even the one that Cat commentated recently, got such few views. Whereas the ones that we do just live straight from the camera get more views. So like right now, we're only at like 4,000 views right now. And I'm wondering if that's just simply because, or 5,000 views. I think it's simply because we're streaming from one computer to another, basically. I don't know how YouTube knows it, but they like to punish us for that. YouTube, if you can hear me, throw us a bone, YouTube. Throw us a bone. All right. Game's going to be starting here in 1 second. These guys do like to take their time in between their sets to get ready for the next games. All right. We got Seth Garrett getting some advice. Hugh on his phone. I'm taking a bite of pancakes. My wife made me chocolate chip banana pancakes. I've got the best wife in the world, guys. Those that know her, and know that I'm telling the truth. We got Steve Olson with the beard on the right-hand side. He's the runner of the Super Rad Retro Lounge in Raleigh, North Carolina. Kat saying Jessica is awesome. Thanks, Kat. And Kat's awesome. If you guys want to hear Kat's commentary, go back to Sunday? Was it Sunday? No, it was Wednesday. Kat on Wednesday did the commentary. I feel so bad, Kat. I felt so bad because we went out there and that arcade set up so much stuff for me. Kat, listen to this real quick before this next game starts. We only got them 4,000 views. I felt so bad. I went out there and did a stream again last night. They had already not only taken off the bumpers of one of the tables, they moved every single table and put the best table at the end for me so that I had a competitive table. All right, here we go. We're already back in. Seth Garrett on the right-hand side. Brian on the left-hand side. This is set number 4 now. It's already 2 sets to 1. Seth won that one. This is going to be a long one. Already, Mr. Q is in the lead 1-0. Seth going for the shot. It's blocked. Q steals it. You know, a lot of people gave me credit for playing so many games the other day. But you're going to notice that these guys are probably going to play for a few hours total as well. So being able to play a lot of games in a row is also a mark of a pro player without getting tired and losing all of your stamina and losing your shots. Seth has it. Seth to the right wall, over, no good. Ooh, nailed it, 1-2. Yeah, the guys at Playland Arcade are amazing. It's crazy. Like, I showed up and sort of impromptu, they'd already switched the tables for me. The lady already purchased 8 new surfaces, 8 new air hockey tops, 3-1, like tabletops. And they moved the table for me. They took off the bumpers. Oh, Q with a beautiful tap on the puck there. 4-1 now. Cut from Seth Garrett, no good. Seth with a diamond drip, fires a right wall under. It's also missed. Goes for that cross. Brian has it now. Oh, loses possession. Looks like he had touched it. And Seth punishes him for that, 2-4. Will saying should hold a world tournament at Playland. It would be so fun. It's so crowded there. It's so crowded. I feel bad, Kat. One guy I walked up to, I convinced him to play me. He finally was like, okay. He didn't speak any English, though. And so he was walking up to play. And then I pulled the money out of my pocket to show him that he could win $100, and he didn't understand it. I think he thought that I was trying to ask him, like, to bet or something. Because as soon as he saw the money, he threw his hands up and goes, no, 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 and he walks away. And he didn't play me. I felt so bad. I was like, oh, no. Note to self, if somebody doesn't speak the language, don't show them the money. Just play them. If they win, then hand them the money. Call it good. Flew off the table. They're digging around for the puck right now. Or did he get injured? Guys, perfect time to do a refresher of the shots. If you're Brian Cusada, if you do a shot that goes to this side, that's called an under. Brian Cusada does a lot of the right wall unders, and he does them very fast. If it goes to this side, it's an over. Yes, we are talking about the edges of the goal. Most people don't realize how important the edges of the goal are. Pro players are never aiming for the middle. If Brian were to hit to the left side, it's obviously called a left wall. This would be the left wall under. This would be called the left wall over. Okay? The last 2 shots you got to know. The cut and the cross. This one gets a little confusing if they're a left or right-handed player. But both these players are right-handed. So the cross is going to be the one that goes to this side. The cut goes to this side. The way that I remember it is because usually the cross, they pull the puck to like right about here, and they shoot it to the opposite side, so it's crossing the table without hitting a rail. That's called the cross. We got Mamik saying more tournaments at Playland. I think they would love that. Yeah, the Playland Arcade is amazing. I'm hoping they start some tournaments up. I would love to show up for a tournament there. Their tables play really good. And then they took off the bumpers on one of them to make it a competitive table just for me to show up. They treated me like a king. I'm not just saying this because they had me out there. I'm saying it because it's true. Like, after one of our streams, like, do you guys want anything to eat or drink? We got snacks here. They paid for all the games to be played. They even had a sign that they put up, and they had a line growing that said, line up here for a chance to win $100. Like, it was so cool. All right, we're back in it. Q won that first one. Oh, wait, no, wait. What am I saying? That game's not over yet. It's 5-2. They just had to take a second there. Now it's game point to 2 right now. Seth has it. Seth to the setup. Seth to the drift. Fires a right wall. No good. It looks like this game is almost going to be over for him right now. He loses possession at a critical moment. Kids running through the arcade. That can't be distracting for Seth or anything. Seth has it. Cut. No good. Brian gets it back. Almost scores on himself. Diamond drift and right wall. Off goal. Seth challenges him at the line and steals possession. We got Parisian in the chat saying, hello, Nathan. What's up, Parisian? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Love you, bro. Thanks for jumping in. Q has it. Q fires that nice cut, ending the game 7-3. Game number 1 goes to Q. This is in set number 4. We'll get that updated at the top of the screen right here. You can see Steve Olson's go into that computer to punch in the bracket. Take a look at the top of the screen. You can see that right here. All right, let's take a look at the bracket. This is going to be, it's getting full up pretty quick here. Take a look at the very top of the screen. You can see, right here, Brian won 4-1 against Seth. Same thing here. Another, oopsie daisies, another 4 points to 1. In the third set, Seth came out of nowhere and blasted his way to victory, 4-2. Set number 4 happening right now, 3-7 in the first game. Look at the point spread here. That means it's 2 sets to 1, right here. And look at this point spread, 106-85. Brian is crushing him in total points, but it's not points that matter, it's games won. Guess where I'm going to be? This June 12th to the 14th, I'm going to be in North Carolina for their state tournament. You guys should go there. It's amazing. The North Carolina state tournament for air hockey. Here we go. They bump mallets. They bump Steve's arm. I love when players do that. They bump mallets as like a handshake, and then they tap the ref's arm to basically say thanks for reffing. 1-0, Seth in the lead. If you haven't taken part in the poll, do it right now. 56% of you are saying that you think Seth is going to win this one. I will say he has a pretty uphill battle. It's 2-1 right now. And it's 1-0 in this set. 3 points to 0. Seth, though, coming out of the gate swinging right now. Almost hits the camera. Will saying it's a beautiful first day of spring in Ireland. Glad to be watching some air hockey. Will, we love having you here. Thank you so much. Will is a 2-time world champion. He moved over to Ireland, and he has a podcast called the Wild Arcade Podcast. Will, I gotta say this. I'm always very impressed with how much you're able to capture in this podcast. Nice right wall under from Q. Throws Seth Garrett up in his tracks. Will usually capture all the different games that happen across the world. Right wall over from Seth Garrett. Remember, that's the shot here to over, not the under. That's worked quite a few times against Brian. Will, you should put your channel in the chat. You can't really put a link in the chat. Oh, nice one there from Q, 2-4. You can't really put a link. Like, you can't put something clickable in the chat, but you can put it in there if anybody wants to check out your podcast. He interviews players. He recently interviewed Jesse Dowdy, a world champion as well, and Sebastian, who's one of my favorite players from Mexico. And that was fantastic. Forehand from Seth Garrett. Oh, he scores on himself. No. 3-5, and then gets it 6-5 now. Seth just needs one more to tie this up. It'll be tied up 1 game to 1. Goes to the cut. Gets it back again. Look at his leg stance. It's in a line. Oh, every time I point out, he switches his stance. Oh, and then gets it. 7-3 in game number 2. He switches up that stance, and as it came forward, he lunged. Did his mallet go all the way over? His mallet might have gone all the way over, but they're not worried about it. All right, Seth wins it. 7-3 there. Will saying Sebastian was awesome. Amber in the chat saying more air hockey. Take a look at this bracket right now. It's 1-1 at the top. We got, right now, we're only looking at set number 4 right this second. Here we are, 7-3 and then 7. It's almost like there's a lucky side to the table because they switch sides each time. So maybe there's a lucky side to the table. Who knows? That's why they switch sides, in case one side plays better. Point spread. It's still pretty far away. 92 to 109 points.
Nothing else has ever kept me asleep, ever.
Let's take a look one more time. I can never say it enough. Thanks to Jameson, by the way, for sponsoring this match today. But coming up, June 12th to the 14th, the North Carolina State Championships. I'm going to be there at the Maywood Hall and Garden in Raleigh, North Carolina. Please show up to that. I would love to see, even if you guys don't want to play, even if you just want to swing by, shake my hand, I would love to meet you. I will sign stuff for you. I would love to see you there. So even if you don't want to play air hockey, if you just want to come and hang out, do it. Players getting ready right now for the next one. It's going to be starting up. It's 1 game to 1. Seth Garrett showing off his midriff for Steve only. Private showing for Steve. And here we go. Steve Olson is the referee, but he's not just a referee. He's also the owner of the Super Rad Retro Lounge, which is where this is happening right now. Justin saying post link to the scorecard in description or chat. Yeah, I can actually do that. I'll do that right now. Can I do that? I can do that. Give me 1 second, Justin. Great comment. Here you go. If you guys want to see that scorecard live, it's right here. Can I pin that? Pin. Done. Justin Flores, one of my favorite players. He's one of the Chicago guys as well. He's watching Q playing. But just to give you a heads up, it's 2-1 in Brian's favor. Brian's up 2-1, and Brian is, in this set, it's 1-1 right now, and Brian's up by 1 point. No, he's up by 2 points now. Seth has it. Seth with a nice flurry of shots, gets it back, goes for the diamond drift, fires across, no good, gets it back again, right wall, no good. Possession's going to go to Brian, 2-0. Tyler in the chat saying hi. What's up, Tyler? 3-0 now. Brian crushing his opponent. Seth not being outdone, got a point on the board. Cat saying Steve playing Fallout Boy. Right wall under. The good news is we can't hear it too much, otherwise we get in trouble from YouTube. 2-3. Cut from Brian, no good. Diamond drift, another cut. Seth steals it, goes for a forehand, it's missed. Right wall under. Double wall from Brian. Goes for that right wall under. It was solid. What's so great was that Seth had moved way out of the way on this one. Seth moved out of the way. Brian came in with the right wall under, had Seth completely fooled on that shot. That's the thing. Brian plays very well. It's a very deceptive gameplay. He looks like he's going to shoot it in one direction. You go way over there to block it, and then suddenly the puck is coming at you from an area you didn't expect. Seth's nice stop there. Sets it up. Diamond drift. Cut. Oh, it was a fast cut, but Brian was wise to it. And Brian gets the cut on him. 5-3. Seth, right wall under. It's a solid shot. 5-4. Brian, right wall under. 6-4. Game point. Brian only needs one more to shut this game, and he gets it there with ease. 7-4. His shot is going to be this cross shot right here. Watch how he pulls it up, double tap, and then fires that cross. Once again, Seth moving forward out of the way of it. Let's take a look at that bracket together, folks. First, let me give Brian his win. You can see that at the top of the screen. If ever you're looking at this, you can see at any time. You can see right up here. You're going to be able to see who's winning and by how much. Brian's saying he's not tired at all. All right, let's take a peek here. Here is the cue card. Ha, cue card. Brian won the first one 4-1. In the next one, he won 4-1. In set number 3, Seth won that one 4-2. And now we're looking at the very current set number 4. Brian won the first one. Seth won the next one. Brian won the next one. It's now 2-1. The total point spread right now is 116 to 96. Let's pop back in. Don't forget, folks, the North Carolina State Tournament's this June 12th to the 14th at the Maywood Hall and Garden in Raleigh, North Carolina. I hope to see you there. Christian saying, Brain plays good. Just kidding. Yeah, Brian. No, Brian's amazing. He's a master level player. Those numbers next to their name are their world rankings. Brian's number 16 in the world. Seth Garrett is number 20. Brian is a master level player. He's finished quite a few years in the top 10. Meow Mix, that's Kat saying, Nathan, Speck and I are going to play a match on June 11th. Ooh, almost in the camera. That was epic. Kat saying, really looking forward to it. Speck and you are going to play. Kat, I just got to say, I hope that you win that one so much. I really, really do. I got to say, the Speck is a beast at playing. He is a beast, and he blocks the overs substantially, but the overs do work on him. So your overs, I hope you win that. I'm gonna be rooting for you, which is rare. Usually you root for your own home guy, right? But I'm rooting for you, Kat. Chat, I've been challenged by Kat to a game of Miss Pac-Man. I played against my wife a few days ago, and the joystick was broken at the arcade that I was at. And I still beat her, but it was really bad. Like, I barely broke 15,000 points because, like, it wouldn't go down. Anyway, my point is, Kat has challenged me to a game of Miss Pac-Man, so I definitely want to get that on live stream. Kat versus me, Miss Pac-Man, because I do like to make girls cry. Brian has it. It's 2-1 right now. Goes to the cross. It's now 2-all. Also, for the record, I do think Kat's going to beat me, but don't let her know I said that. Ooh, nice transition there. Seth ends up with it. They were fighting over it. Brian looks like he needs to work on the tether on his mallet, but he doesn't call a timeout. Remember, Brian has 15% lack of feeling in his right hand, in his fingers. And so he plays with a tether on his mallet that's attached to his wrist. Sort of like a Wiimote, right? Remember the Wiimotes and you had the little tethers attached? Meow Mix saying, Steve has a great machine. It's the sped up version. Let's play it at Super Red. Okay, let's do it. Oh, great, the sped up version. Whatever you got, whatever it takes for you to win, Kat. Nice cut there from Seth. 3-4. Right wall under from Brian. Another right wall under. Seth is wise to it. Steals it. Goes for the cut himself. Prisian saying, I love Miss Pac-Man. I play with my older brother. Okay, my wife said something really hurtful the other day, guys. She had never played Miss Pac-Man. Oh, nice one there from Brian. Bounced off Seth's mallet. She was like, what's the difference? Aren't they the same? Is there any difference between Miss Pac-Man and Pac-Man? And I, like, was stunned. I sat there staring at her. Like, as I stared at her, without even breaking eye contact, I slowly pulled the divorce paperwork out from my coat pocket and started signing it without breaking eye contact. I'm just kidding. But she had no idea, and I'm like, no, there's, like, a whole bunch of a difference. There's, like, cutscenes and everything, so I had to, like, play it to show her. 6-4 right now. Brian's about to win this game here. If he does, it'll put it 3-1. You know, Kat has told me that this is the most important game in air hockey is when it's game number 4. Because, and there he goes. He wins it. Because now, Brian's up 3 games to 1. If Seth had won that, it would be 2-2.
This is like.
7-4 that game. Brian wins it. It's going to go to a final game here. If Brian wins this next one, it'll be 3-1. Seth has got to win this next one if he wants to stay in it. Take a look here. 7-3, 7-3, 7-4, 7-4. If Q wins this one right here, he will be up 3-1. As you can see right here. You can take a look at all the sets right here if you'd like. I don't know if this is going to fit on the screen. Let's see. Will that fit? I'm looking at it live. It kind of fits. You can see like the top 3 ones there. Now let's scroll down and take a look at the point spread because I think it's important to see. Normally, the points are really close. When I lost to Spec the other day, I was still ahead of him by 2 points. But this one's not even close. There's a 23-point spread right now between the players. Q in the lead. Hey, I know where Kat's going to be beating Spec. She's going to be at the Maywood Hall and Garden, Raleigh, North Carolina. That's going to be June 12th through the 14th. I hope to see you guys there. Prissy in the chat saying, nice shot, and saying, I'm going to check if my province in Canada has any air hockey. I want to play so bad. Buddy, what you're looking for is the Dynamo table. Do you see this right here on the table? Do you see that? That's what you're looking for. Look for the Dynamo logo because they make, in my opinion, the best tables. I really love using them. Do not buy a table before you check in with me. I'm on Facebook. We had one of our players, JCD Smith, actually. He was looking to buy one. And he almost bought one that was a 7-footer. This is an 8-foot-long table right here, guys. And it's really hard to tell. But you see the screws right here on the edge of the table? These screws here? There should be 5 of them to where it hits the center line. If you see only 4 of them before it hits the center line, that's actually a 7-foot table, and that means that that table is not regulation size, and you will spend a lot of money getting a table that isn't even legal to play on. Here we go. Next game right here. Seth gets first possession. Seth keeps it. Kids running by the camera. Seth trying to smash that right wall under him. No good. And Seth gets it. 1-0 now. Brisbane saying, oh dang. No, they cost about, I mean, honestly, I've gotten my tables for about $700. Oh, Seth loses his mallet. 0-1 still. They don't cost like 10 grand. I think the best tables cost like 7 grand, but that's like brand new. I wouldn't buy a used one. I wouldn't buy a new one anyway. You want them to be used. You just want them to be in good condition. So I would say I wouldn't spend more than $1,000 on a table if I were you. My best table that I have was $700. I have a second table that's very good. I got for $200. That was a steal though. That one's quite a steal. But you shouldn't be spending over $1,000 on a table used because a lot of people don't know their value. So you can probably get them for under $1,000. Seth has it, drift, loses possession. Q has it. Remember, if Q gets 6 more points, this set is over and we go to possibly the final set. Tyler's saying it's hard to ship a used table across the border. You just gotta smuggle it, buddy. Stick it in your shirt and pretend you're pregnant. That's what I did. Seth has it. Seth fires across, no good. Seth with another cross, no good. Q goes for that left wall under and fires across. This game is all blocks. Every shot has been blocked so far, it seems. Seth Garrett steals possession, goes for that cross. It's good. It's now 3-1. If Q gets this set is over, and Seth will be down 3-1. If Seth wins this game, it'll be 3-2. He would need to win one more even just to tie it. Miami's saying, I thought this was a potential match game. It's not a potential match game. It is 2-1 right now. I'm gonna look though on the side though just to make sure. Yeah, it's right now 2-1 currently, Cap. Brian in the lead. Brian, nice cut there. Beautiful cut. That has worked for him so many times against him. Seth though, 5-2 right now. Brian has it. Brian's the setup, goes to the cut, no good. Brian searching under the table for the puck. He's found it. We got King LeBron in the chat. His name is King LeBron, but I read it wrong one time, and now, to me, forever, he'll be known as King LeBron. What's up, King LeBron? Nice cross there from Brian. Beautiful shot, bringing the score 3-5. No, it's 3-6 now. Game point for Seth Garrett. Left wall under for Brian. Does Seth get one more, or does Brian take the next 3 and shut the set down? Seth with the setup. Ooh, Brian almost hits it on the line. And Seth gets it. It's now 2-3. LeBron, you're amazing. Thank you for being in the chat. I appreciate you, bro. Oh, Meowmic's saying, are they not doing a 3 out of 5? No, I don't know what they're doing. You'll have to find that out for me, Kat. You're there in person. You tell me. All right. Seth winning that one. You can see at the top of the screen now. It's now 2-3 in the set, and I'll pull up the bracket here in a second, but anytime you log in, you can take a look right here to see who is winning. Right now in this set, Brian's winning. Let's look at the bracket. In the bracket, you can see here, in this set, Brian won the first one, Seth won the next one. 2 by Brian, 1 by Seth. It's now 3-2. The point spread's still way out of whack. 127 to 107, huge point spread there. We got Kiko Bros saying, hi, narrator. We got Pristine saying, Seth, lock in. We got Will Upchurch saying, Micah L. Jordan. I love it. Instead of like Michael Jordan. All right. Kat, you need to let me know, is this actually a best 3 out of 5? If so, this one might be over if Brian wins a few more points here. Seth chilling out. Brian always looks so calm and collected. Like, you can tell Seth is like stressed about this one. Brian, it's like eating breakfast for him. It's like just a normal thing. Here we go. They just said possible match game, so I think it is best 3 out of 5, which means if Brian wins 7 points, this whole match is over. Seth, trying to hang on for dear life. Seth would need to win this game, another game, just to be tied up 2 sets to 2, and then he'd have to win a whole nother set. So I want to paint the picture like that for you folks. Brian just needs to win 1 game. Seth would have to win 6 games. There was a loss of mallet. Loss of mallet, no goal there. We got some peeps showing up, not knowing that they're blocking a live stream right now. They have no clue. Table shut off. It's still 0-0. Seth sets it up. We got, oh, Ray's saying it's Cat still. My phone doesn't have service. It's best 3 out of 5, Cat. As far as I can tell, I think that you're right. Man, Brian slowing his gameplay down a lot, and it's working right now. 1-0. Seth has it. Goes for a double wall. Loses possession. That was bad play by Seth. Brian has it. Brian going for that cross. Oh, they're now being told about the camera. You're going to see them look up and then go, oh. And there it is, 1-1 now. Brian, 6 points away from shutting this entire match down. Seth Garrett, 6 points away from tying up this one set and going to game number 7 in this one set. A little bit of junk on the table there. Steve, giving the table some love. Seth has it. Seth saying, I wanted a 4 out of 7. Man, I'm on vacation, so I'm actually excited that I might be able to hit the open road after only a few hours of streaming. Not bad. Right wall under from Q. 2-2. I will say I still want Seth to win this, though, being the underdog. He's also got the whole backing of North Carolina there for him. I know what that's like. I was playing against Kat, and Kat had like all North Carolina cheering for her. And even though I had the chat cheering for me, everybody there was cheering for her. And, like, I legit wanted her to win. I wanted everyone there to celebrate with her. And I let it get to me. I shouldn't have. Cat, I'm not going to do that next time. I'm going to beat the crap out of you next time. Just letting you know. And at Miss Pac-Man. 3-2 now. Brian in the lead. About to shut this entire set down. Brian touches a puck. He tops it. Seth immediately back in it. No problem, Will. I appreciate you for doing the podcast. Will is amazing. He's such a proponent for air hockey. People don't realize how much he does on the back end, but he does a ton. This guy's head is still right in the way of the camera. We should have some, maybe we should be sponsored by Head and Shoulders. What do you guys think? Nice cut there from Seth Garrett, 3-3. Right while under, oh, Seth with a nice transition. Brian ends up with it, and Brian goes for the cross. No good. Brian with the diamond drift. Blocked again. Sets it up, fires that cut. Seth steals it. Seth with the forehand. Brian steals it back after one shot, touches it. Goes to Seth Garrett. It's back in play. Cross from Seth. Diamond drift. Right while over. That shot has worked twice against Brian. Didn't work that time. Nice cut there from Seth Garrett. 4-3. Oh, 4-4. Cat in the chat saying, let's run it back, Nathan. I can hit left walls now, too. Well, I'm glad you learned another shot. I'm kidding. I'm sorry, Cat. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Brian has it. Kat's amazing, guys, and she does commentary for us. She's the best. She's so fun. So I got to give her crap when I can. Seth has it. Goes for the... Oh, timeout called. Seth Garrett doing a bit of a drift. Back in play already. 4-4. I know these guys are talking about how it's streaming live right now. Head and Shoulders guy sort of realizing it, but not enough to move out of the way. Brian with the right one. Oh, would you freaking look at that shot there from Seth Garrett. Beautiful transition. Q does not let him celebrate for long, though. Now, the point of criticality. Brian has it. Goes for the cut. Oh, it's off the table. Goes to Seth Garrett. Oh, no, goes to Brian. Brian has it. Brian right well over. Is this the end of the match? If Brian gets one more goal, this entire match is over. Seth has to tie this up right now or else. Goes for the cut. It's blocked. He keeps possession. Left wall over from Seth Garrett. Blocked. Right wall over. It's also missed. Seth cross. He loses possession at the worst moment possible. That's now going to go. You can see Seth's disappointment right now. Is this game over? No, he blocks it. He gets it back. Seth has it. Goes for the cut. We got Head and Shoulders in the way again. 6-6 now. Show me timeout called by Brian Cuzeta. He's taking a second. He said, hey, I want to stand the puck. No, he's ready now. Here we go. Who wins this? Is it Brian Cuzeta or does Seth tie it up and we go to game number 7? It's blocked. It's off the table. That's going to go to Seth Garrett. Seth has it. Right wall over. No good. Head and Shoulders now holding up his cell phone. We got a stream in a stream now, folks. This guy. Someone give him a swift kick in the butt to get out of the way. 6-6. Oh, and that's it. Brian Cuzeta takes the win on a 6-6 point here. Fires that right wall under. Seth Garrett jumped way out of the way there. You can see him almost kiss the table. Not happy about that one. 6-7. Here come the chats. Will saying if Seth straight drifts to the line, he could have an under. Oh, man. Tyler's saying cross-country commentating is top tier. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Hey, thanks for being here. Let's take a look at the final bracket here, folks. In game number 1. Sorry, set number 1. Seth was down 4-1. Brian with a blowout set there. Set number 2, almost the exact same thing, except Seth got some more points on the board, but not more wins. Set number 3, Brian had a hard time. Seth 3 games at the start, then Brian 2, then Seth blew him out of the water 7-3 the last game there. In this last one, the closest set that we had yet in points, in scores, Brian won the first one, then Seth won. Brian won 2, then Seth won. In the last game, 6-7. And Brian takes the lead 3-1. 14 games to 8. And then lastly, one of my favorite metrics is how many points Huge differential, 21-point difference between these games, folks. Guys, I hope you had an amazing time. Do not forget, North Carolina. You can come and watch Spec lose to Cat Cobb the day before. That's going to be at North Carolina at Raleigh, North Carolina, at the Maywood Hall and Garden. I hope to see you there. I'm going to be playing in the North Carolina State Tournament. It was so much fun last time. Please take it from me and know that it's going to be an amazing time. You should go if you care about air hockey, even if you don't want to play. Even if you just want to show up to watch Cat win. Even if you just want to show up to watch me beat Cat at Dr. Mario. Even if you just want to show up to get a signed sticker, you should do it June 12th to the 14th. All right, folks. Without further ado, I would just like to tell everybody, I hope you all have an amazing night. Thank you so much for watching. From all of us at the American Air Hockey League, we'd like to wish you all a great night and a congrats to Q for his victory there. Bye, guys.
We're gonna get a photo.